Okay, I'm in. Sorry for the slight delay. I didn't need to like fix some stuff, but yeah, my PC like died for a second. My PC's like graphics drivers died for a second earlier. I'm not sure why. Like opening up OBS just crashes everything. It was kind of funny, but yeah, thankfully it's like one of those things that like just fixes itself when I restart my PC. I wonder what caused it. I hope my GPU is not dying because I do not have money to actually buy a new one if it breaks. But yeah, But yeah, welcome Brandon, welcome Nexonen. Hopefully you guys has been chill. And yeah, unfortunately that thing is still broken. I'll need to like find a way to fix that at some point. I'll fix it at some point, don't worry. I don't know when, but I'll fix it at some point. But yeah, let's let's just continue where we left last time. You think you don't know? Yeah, like what you call again? The new way YouTube handles usernames just kind of breaks the bot, and I haven't had time to fix it, unfortunately. I was kind of busy, so yeah. It's so Jover. Rip. Oh dear. Because he just shows like the ad of the name now instead of like their actual names, which is kind of weird. I don't know why. But yeah. What's this? How was Chilwell air? And those present all sat in complete silence. Then there was Xichun, with her lips slightly curled into a mirthless sneer. And at the center of it all sat Xichun, unsure of what to say next. Well, everyone, Xichun, seated next to the hierarchy seat upon which Xichun sat, smoothly takes control of the situation and begins the assembly. Honor the heads of houses, lords of each family, their proxies, members, and she not slightly acknowledging our awkward peasants. I cannot speak. There. And little Xichun's guests, who stay here at our H Corp, seems to be extending without a foreseeable end. Isn't she technically from Q Corp? What's up with her acting like she's any less of an outsider than we are? Yeah, and did everyone catch that? Our H Corp? Regardless of everything else, the fact that she hijacked the meeting from the get-go is ridiculous, especially with Xichun, the family hierarch herself, presiding over this official assembly. Clearly, she is using the pretense of assisting the hierarch to assert her own dominance over these proceedings. As we are all aware, Venerable former Jamu has always discussed with and confided in me about the matters of the greatest import, the momentousness of which steered the very course of H Corp's prospects. Even after I depart the family for Q Corp, Venerable former Jamu has always written missives to confer such matters with me. Something about it smelled suspicious, but we'd already missed the window to challenge her to present us with proof without breaking decorum. Thus, as it naturally follows that I would be the inheritor of the Venerable Jamu's will, I should be presiding over this regular assembly, which we convene now to discuss and determine the future of H Corp. The grandiose and self-important introduction. It seemed clear to me that she considered herself to be the main character of the scene, or something. Your grace certainly fits your station, Lady Xichun. We are all impressed by your utmost dedication to the citizenry of Hongyuan despite your already saturated schedule. We can hardly thank you enough for your magnanimity, Lady Xichun. Ah, my parents, a true shame that they couldn't be here. We have always sung praises of your expertise, Lady Xichun. Responses from participants are just as protracted, only obsequious instead of arrogant. As heads of some of those houses who are under investigation for consorting with the forces foreign to Hongyuan, their vacuum was filled by their children's generation, many of whom we had the pleasure of meeting during the family hierarch war. Very well, then shall we? Welcome Xichun, the next person to sit upon the great seat of Hongyuan's family hierarch. Greetings, I am... Now, let us begin. For many years, all those who have gathered here have toiled day and night for the eternal prosperity of and growth of H Corp. Dot 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 dot. Xichun's expression immediately sours as Yeonchun unceremoniously cuts off her self-introduction. First on the agenda of this assembly are urgent discussions and passage of new major policy items that have been tabled for far too long. Distributive contribution rights auctioning policy, quarterly amnesty policy. Hold on, big sister Yeonchun. Oh dear. Passing the distributive contribution rights auctioning policy will allow the open auction for any remaining rooms the day before construction days, and the quarterly amnesty won't do anything but give unfair advantage to certain families and high net worth individuals by guaranteeing them large real estate assignments regardless of their performance in the previous quarter. Just should start a little flustered before continuing. My point is, these policies are going to rattle H Corp's economy the moment they go into effect. Besides, these policies were pretty much drawn to politics. Yeah, I know, right? Holy shit. We're pretty much drawn to favor lining the pockets of a select few families and high-ranking officials of H Corp. If I may, venerable hierarch, lining the pockets? That is quite an odd turn of phrase to refer to the bare minimum of respect the society might repay to its highest contributing members, don't you think? Oh, before we continue, Xichun, I'm not entirely certain if you're aware, but ever since the ascension of the new family hierarch, the perceived value of Hong Yuan has been rising to the, for the lack of a better word, rock bottom. Clearly, this demonstrates Hong Yuan's concern and its lack of faith in the newly appointed family hierarch. Therefore, it naturally follows that our most urgent task at hand is to put a stop to this value and reputation freefall and restore prosperity and greatness to Hong Yuan once again. Yeah, okay, and that's the family hierarch job, right? Why are you? If you had perused H Corp's articles of association, you would have known that should H Corp be deemed to be in a state of crisis, the four great houses and the board of directors' voice may also carry the de facto power in the assembly. And the board of directors, that's us, has determined that we are now in a state of crisis. State of crisis? What crisis? Everything that has led to my ascension to the family hierarch was legitimate, down to the final approval. These unseemly rumors and slander are tanking our value, which we have built up assiduously through years upon years of toil. So, what is this if not a state of crisis? And who won't doubt the new family hierarch's qualities when this decline has coincided precisely with her ascension? Jia Yeonchun was somehow turning the room against Xichun without presenting a single shred of evidence, portraying her as some burdensome hierarch who was single-handedly tanking H Corp's value. No one in the assembly, not a single representative from any families present, stepped up to point out how Jia Xichun's swift actions were what finally repelled the outside forces that had marched right up to Hong Yuan's front yard, or how she deftly maneuvered her forces to quell the embers of war by quickly taking control of the chaos within Daguanyuan. She hadn't shown any glaring signs of incompetence since her ascension despite her relative inexperience, but everyone in Hong Yuan's board of directors, the heads of each family, averted their eyes as though all that had somehow inconceivably slipped their minds. So you take yourself to be a qualified individual for that responsibility, Xichun? Very well, then proceed. We're all waiting for you to begin your briefing before the assembly regarding the last 30 years' quarterly net revenue records for Hong Yuan's singularity-related business. Your calculations on next year's fiscal debt forecast and the exact recipe and variation numbers for the boluses that have been registered in the last 5 years. That's The Venerable Hierarch has not received that data prior to the meeting. You must all be aware of that, the chaos that followed the ascension. We are still indexing all available materials too. Isn't that funny? Not once in the history of Hong Yuan has the family hierarch ever failed to provide immediate and detailed answers regarding Hong Yuan's historical statistics. Jia Yeonchun must have known all along too. She must have known how the previous family hierarchs were all directly supplied with an immense repository of information through the Shenhuang worm or something of the equivalent. And she's using it to target Xichun's weakness, knowingly asking questions the first family hierarch without the Anamna worm couldn't possibly answer. The responsibilities tied to the venerable seat of the hierarch, Jamu, are matched only by the great power bestowed upon it. Thus, how are we to leave the matters of the wing to someone who is so evidently unprepared for the task? Given the present circumstances, our hands may be forced to call to vote the motion of no confidence. The motion of no confidence? Motion of no confidence, when passed by the higher-ranking political officials, can result in the removal of the chief executive from the office. Oh dear. So they're going after Xichun's power. So this is the picture Jia Yuanqing wanted to paint. Impotent family hierarch stammering and stumbling through her first meeting to the total and near unanimous lack of support from the H-Court, board of directors. Whatever jargon they're on about, seems to me they've got not an ounce of respect for the last of us. Never trust what's overly obsessed with numbers and optimizations. They'll be the first ones to kick you out the moment they no longer see you useful. You're not the only one who's pissed off. So can you please stop shaking your leg for a second? Don't need to make our frustration any more obvious, you know? My arse would have left the chair long ago if it weren't for this last. In H-Corp, should the board of directors unanimously vote in favor of the motion, certain parts of the family hierarch's powers will be removed. It is entirely possible that she will become a hierarch in name only. Oh, so they're threatening to fire her unless she falls in line. This is some needlessly convoluted way to... The assembly will not consider the motion of no confidence. Are there any objections to bringing the motion of no confidence against the family hierarch Xichun to the floor? Hold on, the vote of no confidence is an item you can invoke so lightly. The Shi family has no objections. Let's say the Wang family has no objections either. Shui family do. The rest of the previous family heads seems to have changed precisely nothing. Those in power wore more youthful faces, but their tongues still carried the same old resistance to change. The new family heads were just as uncooperative as ever, and everyone seemed to be solely interested in staying in Jia Yuanqing's good graces. New faces, same old. And needless to say, Heathcliff wasn't the only sinner fuming with rage. It's far too vexing to simply watch and do not. Right? I know you won't let it slide, Don Quixote. They're walking all over Xichun like she's not even here. Proceed, we cannot let such injustice transpire unabated. Hey, seems like we're both on the same page. That's it. I'm not going to hesitate to make myself heard again. This time, I want to be courageous. With your help, Don Quixote. Oh no, what they planning. Come on, let's do this together, okay? Very well, I'm in agreement. Yeah. Then let's go on 3 at the same time. If there are no objections, 1, 2. Then the assembly will put this resolution to vote in a month and 3. Here, I objection! Bloody hell, oh, have you got mental? Sinclair stood tall at the center of the entire room's undivided astonishment alone. No skincare, why? You're gonna get everyone killed, eh? Don Quixote, still firmly in her seat, gazed upon Sinclair's proud stand and rubbed her nose. Young Sinclair, thou hast evolved indeed. What an unmitigated pursuer of justice thou hast become, with such unrelenting fervor and utter disregard for decorum. Don't learn how to troll, yeah. Oh dear. Certainly, mine efforts have finally borne fruit. Oh, what the hell? Did Don Quixote or Heathcliff suddenly rub off on you or something? No, wait, no. What happened there, Don Quixote? What happened to objecting together? Huh? I have taken thy suggestion to mean that we must voice our dissatisfaction through the official channels, borrowing the titles of the illustrious Red Gaze and the Department of LCC? Top tier rage baiter. Oh no. Don Quixote is learning now. Disputes in succession of power on such a high level of government are hardly ever resolved with harsh grandstanding. Wouldn't thou not agree? Why are you normal all of the sudden? I know, right? Holy shit. Lad, what just happened? What happened to the clammy, meek boy? Well, that's... I guess I just assumed that this is how Limbus Company rolls now. There seems to have been an unexpected outburst from Xichun's guests. We draw your objection, and we will consider this a momentary loss of control and not enter it as an official statement. It was, Sinclair's eyes were shaking like someone with his life on the line. ... If not, I take it that you have full confidence in her abilities. So please, I encourage you to elaborate. When and how will Xichun demonstrate her aptitude for the responsibilities of the family hierarchy? His voice continues to shrivel into a corner. He can't. And how could anyone? How could anyone, when we all had a very clear view of her path to ascension? During the family hierarchy evaluation, Jia Baoyu donated the coins he received from Jeju to you. Essentially, you pity partied your way to victory. Pity party? And for your ascension, Jeju and those outsiders from an upstart company had to almost literally carry you to the seat. Has there even been a single victory attained by your own hands in that entire process? But have we not all been witnesses to the qualities she exhibited during the family hierarchy evaluation and her own ascension? You must have no shame, snaking your forked tongue in the audience of both heaven and earth like an unwitting buffoon. That's when quiet, even footsteps broke through Jia Yongchun's merciless dismantling of Jia Xichun. Exclamation mark? Yet, I see the point. The hierarch, with her grace, needs only demonstrate her already established qualifications before all. There is no place for an outsider to speak, but proceed. Just how will she prove herself before us? What an odd statement, coming from a fellow outsider who's been chattering for minutes on end. Forgive me, I could only presume from your verbosity that the right to speak in this forum was open to all outsiders. ... You have said it yourself, no? That the vote on the no-confidence resolution will proceed in a month? That seems to give the venerable hierarch a month to regain the trust of each family. What? It is rather clear to me that there are many who find their own defeat in the family hierarchy or difficult to accept. Such a doubt is easily resolved. A match between clans should lay out the results quite obviously. Very well. A fair challenge between the clans. Another rage baiter joined in. Oh no, what is this? Fucking Twitter? This is like fucking, whatchamacallit, again, a corpo politics Twitter. God damn it. Wait a minute, that's just regular Twitter. We should preclude the participation of the family hierarchs, Heishopax, and the Jalen guards. So, you would remove her Bao and Ju before the game even begins? Why not make this test a series of sparring matches in both academia and martial arts, if such is the case? What audacity. Do you truly have that much faith in Xichun's abilities? You must know the consequences of failing these matches, no? It will be unanimous, one-sided end to the vote of no confidence, and naturally, any and all rights pertaining to the family hierarchy shall be transferred to the board of directors. That's fine by us. You are free to choose any champion whom you see fit. Unfortunately, your underlings don't seem to share your inflated confidence. But in the midst of the confused, flabbergasted sounds from the other sinners, the clear, carefree, yet defiant voice rings out. Honglu's retort. It's not true at all. Priestess Yongchun. Oh dear. We actually have just as much confidence in Xichun as she does. His white eyes stared directly yet unblinkingly into Jia Yongchun's. It occurred to me that this might be his way of expressing anger. Impudent child, how dare he stare me down like that? Then you are welcome to try. 1 month, you have but 1 month to prove before all in audience that she is indeed fit to be the family hierarch. Should you fail, the vote may as well be a mere formality. In other words, should she successfully prove herself, none of you shall again rightly challenge the independent rights and powers bestowed upon the family hierarch. The consequences of such recalcitrance will be no different from those that the traitors are facing, won't you agree? Well then, we will excuse ourselves now. Wait, I'm... Zhigong turns around towards us with that same mysterious smile and slowly directs us outside the assembly hall. We may call them sparring matches, but you must know that each and every one of them is a test to prove your claim to the seat of the family hierarchy. A month is the time to brief for drastic improvement, regardless of for whom it may be. Learning from a proper master for 10 months straight might teach you a few things, but who knows how long the search for one such master might take. Not to mention the official channels through which you must bring them past Dagonion's walls, which may take up to 2 months. Why not relent now and relinquish a bit of part of your powers as the family hierarchy to the board of directors? It seems that this fellow outsider's mental faculties are impressively lacking. My lord has spoken in the past that when in the presence of 3 people, at least one of them is bound to be a teacher of mine. And here they are, aren't they? Xichun's masters, each carrying something new to teach her. All 13 of them. Oh dear. Zhigong gestured confidently toward the flabbergasted sinners, and the assembly came to an end. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see. What do we have next? Okay. 12 teachers. I thought it was 13. What happened to the 13th one? Only 12 of them. We were planning to train Xichun anyway, but it seems that we are now under an unexpected deadline. Hey, when you said the LCB was going to help me out, did you guys mean that you were going to publicly humiliate the crap out of me at the assembly? Of course not, Xichun. Sister Yonchun's an old snake. You've just given her 30 days to set the perfect stage for my downfall, to prove to the world once and for all that I'm not qualified at all to be the family hierarch. But Xichun, weren't you always so good at humbling anyone who dared underestimate you? Not so much anymore. Back then, like an idiot, I thought I just had to hold on with everything I had. I thought that's all I ever had to do, but now, things are different. It's true that I'm vastly underqualified to be the family hierarch, and she's right. Pretty much lucked into this position. Xichun, don't tell me that woman's bullshit actually got to you. Well, she wasn't completely wrong, right? I'm just some kid who happened to be just good enough to survive some traps and ambushes. I'm afraid that the responsibility of a family hierarch might be too much. Your self-confidence has significantly decreased compared to the observation from our previous interaction. Heck, Xichun, I don't remember you being this kind of character. That's why I sold you. What happened to the girl who looked down on us the moment we met? You even had the audacity to pretend to not know who we were, didn't you? Where did all that confidence go, girl? They actually got into the skin back then, huh? So, Xichun, what do you want to do? Are you sure you're okay with this? Are you okay with letting this happen? If I let it happen, Big Sister Yonchun's going to continue expanding her influence here. I'm sure she and the board of directors have been cozying up to each other for a long time. Is the implication that her testaments on her influence were true? Yep, it's true. Before she left for Q Corp, Big Sister Yonchun used to always accompany Jamu to these assemblies. If we just let them hold the vote of no confidence, they're going to unanimously vote against me and slowly reduce the family hierarch's scope of power. And who knows, they might even call for a re-evaluation. However unlikely it sounds. Besides, Big Sister Yonchun, I think her definition of Hongyun's prosperity might be different from mine. Okay, the first command cut is gonna take a while before you reach it. You can probably convert one module if you're worried about keeping it next the whole time. Oh dear. How long is it? Like, what note is it in? I think I'm fine of like not fully optimizing shit. What she's looking for isn't age course prosperity, it's Dagunyuan's. And now that this all has something to do with its ties to Q-Corp, which I bet has already been going on for a while just under my radar. I'm sure they've already had plenty of talks behind my back. Which is not the kind of vision you have for Hongyuan's future, right? And that's why you spoke up against her. My vision for Hongyuan is, I want to change Hijacking to be the kind of place where people can live without fear. I just never imagined I'd have to prove myself like this, and in only 30 days. Even then, your vision hasn't changed, right? It hasn't. Great. So it's decided then, huh? We just need Fa to deliver the bad news to Saad. So, to summarize, the responsibility of training Xichun to win these matches, these amorphous tests upon which hinges the family hierarch's fate, and almost every facet of which is entirely under Yuanxin's control, by the way, is probably a trap within the next 30 days is ours. And we have to explain it to Saad. Wow. That sounds like a lot of work when you put it like that. Postmortem reports have become quite a road. Sometime later. Pretty almost impressed upon the illustrious red gaze. That wasn't mine idea this time. Sinclair stared blankly at Don Quixote. She made her desperate plea towards Saad. Yes, and I understand that as well. For the 8th time. As always, Saad was wearing the same refreshingly incomprehensible smile. The kind of smile that makes people increasingly anxious the longer it lasts. Well, that gives us 30 days, during which those sparring matches, tests, whatever, will be happening as well. Great, then let's give it our best. Sinclair mutters in a near whisper, clearly feeling responsible for what happened. Yes, I understand. I never should have stepped out of line like that, but sometimes something just... Yeah, so let's give it our best? I totally agree. We messed everything up again, and... What? Limbus Company was always going to remain here and assist Miss Xichun acclimatize herself to the responsibilities of the family hierarchy. It was always a part of our plan. Well, I'm glad that I took Fa's advice about how meticulous planning is completely pointless when it comes to LCB's missions. I never would have had to submit 9 separate disciplinary incident reports back during the J-Corp incident had I known. I believe I should be able to explain this further. Prior to his departure, my lord was concerned that such a thing would come to pass. That is why he has left Zilu and I here to look after the new family hierarch's position, which must still be on rather thin ice. Oh, so that's what they were privately talking about when he pulled them aside. Doing nothing and allowing her wicked machinations to progress would have irrevocably made the entire board of directors not but putting in Yuanxin's hands. And that would have led that snake to de facto assume that the seat of the family hierarchy. Against such an insidious foe who wields intrigue as her weapon, the most viable strategy is the most direct one, to challenge her head-on. Besides, has this not given you the excuse you needed to prolong your company's stay in Dagonyon? This is also a prime opportunity for Xichun to further solidify her influence here, depending on the outcome of the vote of no confidence. They have played right into our hands by accepting this deal. So, I don't want to rain on everyone's parade, but are we not even going to consider what might happen if we fail? No, we're not, because we will not fail. Not with us aiding your efforts. Also, were you serious back there when you said that we were all going to teach Xichun, all 12 of us? I won't object to slightly only a few of us with better aptitude to be educators. By the way, we already have an established internal hierarchy based on the sum of each of our abilities. Oh my god. Of course, the results were entirely to my satisfaction due to an unexpected incident. Are you telling me that Don Quixote should teach Xichun? Oh dear. Miss Otis, that is a statement marked in narrowed vision, rife with factual refractions. I am of the stance that the qualities of a good teacher are defined not by such statistics. So, you must be the one who placed last in that scale! Just don't say anything, but best not to stand out like a sore thumb. I may have overreacted then. The Lord has said that from the virtuous, we may learn to replicate their merits. From the flawed, we may learn to avoid their failings. As long as the student is willing to learn, anyone, anything can be a teacher. Anything? I also, to embrace this teaching, seek from all those who we come across. So what in the heavens are you doing? Aha! I'm preparing a lesson plan for young Xichun, our family hierarch. I'm teaching Xichun how to conjure heart blood. Oh, it's real. Oh boy, we're turning Xichun into a blood fiend with this one. Let's go. Wow, you should have got on that fast. So what are these yellow wormy things here? Aha! This is a star! Twinkling in its radiance. According to the schedule you have prepared, the student will have -3 hours available for sleep. This lesson plan's execution will require cooperation from T-Corp. Yeah, will be a mistake, most fatal indeed. I shall correct it post haste. Zhugang was staring at Don Quixote's expression of her wild artistic merit upon the curriculum with her usual crescent in eyes. Wait, is that supposed to be Zhugang's grimace? Of course, to each their own, I suppose. I need not be shaken by every little thing until we have their actual lesson plans in hand. Hey, thanks for putting your faith in us, Zhugang. We barely have any of that to go around ourselves, so I understand it won't have been easy. You could say that I have learned my lesson. The recent events have taught me that the path of learning is truly one without end. Okay. Right. Okay. Another one? Yeah, another what you call it again? Story note. Another student, what's this? Another story note, another everything. Let's see. I see that you have all individually worked on your lesson plans per Zhugang's request. Oh my god, Zilu face reveal. I have received a total of 12 lesson plans. Hold on, should there be 13 of them? Even the executive manager has decided to spare their precious time to teach a class. Yeah, I had my lesson plan too. That is because... so who didn't do their homework? After a brief silence, everyone turned around and looked at one of the sinners. Bunny jump scare, I know, right? It's so cute. Oh dear. Is it, Isang? No, Heathcliff. It ain't me. Oh, please, at least try to make a compelling argument. Who else other than you could possibly? Yisang? It's me? Oh, okay. You think you've been acting out of character a lot recently. What's going on? Well, that's, Sinclair was drenched in sweat for some reason. Actually, in Sinclair's seat was a large stack of papers, each filled to the brim with writing. Sinclair, are these papers? I'm done. Sorry, I got too into making a lesson plan and I just couldn't stop myself from writing. Sinclair couldn't have appeared more proud as he placed that big bundle of soaked papers in Zilo's hands. And she receives it with mild trepidation. You seem to have dedicated quite the momentous effort in drawing up this lesson plan. So by laying said he wants her. You know what? Mood. Oh dear. What's up with her? Let's start reviewing from the first of the stack. 108 analytical approaches to an aesthetics AAA. What does AAA mean, and how do you plan to explore all 108 approaches in one? Appreciation of artistry and assassinations. F you, went too far. Right, sorry. Play a patient, continue reading for those 108 approaches. What paint did you use? It's quite viscous and the paper was partially melted. Oh dear. Lady, watch yourself. You almost got some on my arm. A painting. Exclamation mark? Zilu? And entrails coating the world. Hey, now you know how aesthetics appreciate the artistry of slaughter. Just what the hell did you paint in that paper? Hey, get it together! No wonder Sinclair is the translator for Ryoshu. Zulu stumbled briefly. Whatever was on the paper must have given her quite the shock. My mind wandered for a moment. This is too dangerous to be used for a lesson. Thus it goes to the discard pile. Weak sauce. Zulu crumpled up the paper without hesitation and tossed it out of sight. Next! Intro to Societal Reintegration. Impressive title. Ryoshu casually traumatized while ended up with drawings, yeah. Oh dear. Chapter 1. How to shake hands with your left hand when the situation calls for it. What the... Question mark? Chapter 2. Exploration of exclusively long sleep fashion and practices. What the fuck? Chapter 3. Projecting confidence and why having a buck arm is totally cool. Oh dear. That's you know how it is. Be proud of you, who you are. All the philosophy stuff. I wanted this lesson to give a bit of a paradigm shift where we can all come to see our flaws not as failings, but as evidence of our individuality. Which will usher in a world where we can carry on with our lives, no matter what kind of arm we have. Discord. Next. You'll quickly flip through the pages. Intro to Denigrative Linguistics. Subheading: The power of words. Sticks and stones may break your bones, so let's add words to the pile. Oh dear. My credentials include the ability to dress down an opponent so hard that they fall to their knees and beg me to stop. I have plans for applications as well. The lesson teaches methods pertaining to disguising, compliments, and criticisms, and vice versa. Yes, gaslighting, the tutorial. All of this seems rather difficult to learn. I have concluded from my two observations that Xichun is an individual of great promise in this field. Follow my instructions to a T, and I guarantee you that this cadet shall be able to have the upper hand in any verbal confrontations. Is this a curriculum to make the best brawler or the best funny horror out of me? Zulu seemed quite interested, but Xichun's vehement veto eventually overruled the suggestion. On Justice, another impressive title. Subheading: Methodologies of captivating an entire room of preoccupied audience. Discard. Beyond the wherefore. Next. Praxis of ego splitting concerning intermirror conflict within the self and the reflection and paradoxically fractured theory of idealism in which one attempts to open an unopening door to open the door. Oh my god. This is Yisung or Fast? Utterly incomprehensible. Discard. Yep, Yisung. Perhaps Miss Ryoshu's advice to truncate the lesson title should have been taken in earnest. Ideal, yeah. Very ideal. Survival and exploration. 21 reasons to pay attention when the exploration team leader is giving advice on the upcoming adventure. Case study for 34 mistakes that occurred because the team was distracted during the leader's lecture. This is Ish. How to track down the troublemaker who tries to sweep trouble under the rug while the team leader isn't looking. Someone ignored my advice that we should have been moving 2 steps ahead. Finally, I've narrowed that down to 3 culprits. Yup, it's Ish. Wait, I forgot to take that part out. Oh dear. Who drew this? That's not Don. Who drew this? And to the shredder when? When did that paper shredder get here? Oh dear, poor Yisung. The art of using yawning as a cover for popping a cookie or two in your mouth. Oh, Rodian, obviously. Especially useful when getting lectured. Hey, if you get good enough at it, you can do that with nuts too. Fucking Rodian. What a whole paper shredder for this. Yeah. Oh dear. So it was you who made those crunching noises in our last meeting. What? No, do you take me for an amateur? The art of social maneuvers, how to let it flow through you. How to not make things awkward when you walk right in on someone bad-mouthing you. Who might this be? Heathcliff question mark? Or who else might this be? Also, welcome United, how's they been? Can it be Heathcliff? Hold on, who else isn't done yet? Might be Dante, but my vote is on Heathcliff. Oh no, Honglu! Right, the most important purpose of this art is to flash a refreshing smile in a way that looks earnest. It helps when you convince yourself that smiling is what brings good fortune. Smiles have a way of disarming people, giving them pause and making them hesitate. I remember that. Big Bro used that technique to confuse a lot of Dagonian people who hated him. I see. This... I can't quite bring myself to throw this into the shredder. Next, how to remain in complete stillness for a week until the next command is received. Mersault. Yeah, there you go. This lesson plan was designed based on Lothian's advice that I must prioritize strengths that are unique to myself. Look, in my defense, I didn't know he considered that to be scenic strength. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm doing it though, personally. Actually got some good sleep last night, so that's nice. Let's consider whether standing in complete stillness for a week is a quality one might seek in the family hierarchy. This one's certainly interesting. What separates bravado from bravery? Jack Shite. Start off! grab your weapons. Okay, yeah, definitely Heathcliff this. Yep, always gotta read the full print. It's my philosophy that reason don't necessarily need to be considered before coming to blows. Martial prowess is indeed an indispensable part of the family hierarchy's qualities. But our focus is not on developing a hierarchy of the syndicate. Next! Information of disparity as a driver of inequitable treatment. Oh, That's actually the most interesting sounding one so far. And the application of engineering frameworks. Fast? Question mark? Okay, it's kinda losing me, but I'm still on board. For systematic resolution in rational self-interest driven societies and... Castle Shop. Oh dear. Is it still going? That was 1/5 the full title. Seems that the same trouble has hindered both you and I. Every word in that title was added for its absolute necessity. Yeah, the two yappers, oh dear. Indeed. I haven't yet gone through the majority of our lesson plans. Ryoshu hasn't gotten Ryoshu's one yet. We had Sinclair's one, but that wasn't Ryoshu's one, was it? Or was it actually the same? I don't know. I thought the painting ones is like the Sinclair one for some reason. Finally. Now that that's over. Yes, it's finally my turn. Oh, okay, so I guess that was Ryoshu's? Sinclair side with the graphics of someone who's just been bestowed with the most important mission in his life. Thinking back, even back in school, I used to daydream about becoming a teacher myself. I thought I could get good at it. Ryoshu was the one where we had funny confused Zulu. For some reason I thought that was like Sinclair's because Sinclair was talking right before that. I thought Sinclair gave that and was like, oh dear. So I guess you could say that I'm pretty happy to be given an opportunity like this. I call my lesson the theory on self-overcoming. We have to accept that everyone stumbles at the first, but by always striving to be a better person than I was yesterday. Hey, but what if I like who I was yesterday more? That's okay. Everyone has their own unique potential sleeping deep inside. So with everything I've learned and experienced so far, let me teach you how to not doubt your own capabilities, how to always shoot higher. Hold on, you had me for a second there, but what's up with acting like you're an infinitely more enlightened person than I am? Of course, I've prepared a speaking class where you can learn how to speak with modesty too. Never would have imagined Sinclair would be this into it. Yeah, dude, he's so into it that he's not even listening to what Xichun's saying. Following saying that, your company is... it seems that Zilu has completed her review. Oh, I see. Now, how's everyone going? Everyone? Class prep going well? Also, what about Dante then? What did Dante write? Oh, my curriculum, most special. Okay, so that's a no. That was Sat's impression upon taking a quick glance at Don Quixote, who was sobbing and cradling the shredded pieces of her lesson plan in her hands. Well, it wasn't a complete bust. At least Sinclair's lesson plan survived. Miss Jigong, Miss Sat, I've prepared a full 30 days worth of lesson plans. Would you like to take a look? But Jigong and Sat were looking at the dozens of lesson plans Sinclair presented so proudly before their eyes. They were looking away. Jigong especially was looking away with an unmistakable expression of pity. How to communicate through ticks and talks. Oh dear. Oh god, Dante's gonna teach Xichun how to use TikTok. So he doesn't know. Would you mind explaining this, Zilu? You're not letting someone who can communicate without a translator make a lesson plan? Who knows? It'll be funny! I could not bring myself to tell him. Apologies. So this young man produced his entire accessible stack of lesson plans all on his own. I see. Weakness has found its way into your heart in the face of such earnest effort. I understand. However, it has been decided that Sinclair will not be participating as one of Xichun's teachers. Or should I call you pupil Sinclair to be exact? This has gotta be a mistake, right? Isn't Xichun the pupil here? No, there hasn't been any mistakes. My lord has specifically instructed that you are to learn from this as well. What? What? Seriously? Oh dear. This isn't right. Guys, this isn't right. No, this looks like a proper classroom. Will feel pretty dang empty with just Xichun sitting there all on her own, don't you think? Besides, I bet Sinks, the resident expert on going to schools, right? Such a school was a luxury for me, you know? Yeah, maybe, but that doesn't mean I ever wanted to go back to school. You should learn to be grateful. I don't dole out my teachings to just anyone. And don't forget, we have to redo the whole lesson plan under their supervision. Otis, you always get on your soapbox and try to lecture everyone about something after every single battle anyway. Poor Sinclair, he's already had a lifetime of school. Now he's gonna get schooled again, oh no. And you, Ishmael, you always get hyper fixated on something. Once you find something interesting, you never stop talking about it for 3 hours, at least, and... I will ensure that you receive the best education I can provide, Sinclair. Hold on, Yisa, I thought we were the underdog duo. Remember during checkup when I said we got this, we were going to get this together? With the evaluation painted a twisted picture of the true scale of strength, the sole measure of which honestly relied entirely on physical might. I shall not hesitate to impart knowledge for those who require education. Congratulations, my lady! You have found yourself a desk mate, which some also call a bestie, depending on desk placement. God damn it! Question mark? Why does she look so happy? Desk mate, bestie? What the heck does any of that mean? Why does she look so happy? Huh? Xichun's eyes widened with confusion as though she just heard those words for the first time in her life. When I first met her when she was 16, she explained to me that she hadn't attended any school-like institutions. This is part of the course for children of Yuan who are raised for the purpose of becoming the next family hierarch. The reason being that schools can be a perfect place to assassinate someone. No, not the bestie. Oh dear. So, desk mates and besties, Sinclair began to explain, seemingly resigned to the fact that he was essentially going back to school for a month with the other sinners as his teachers. Usually sit next to each other and help one another out. Bestie might nudge the other awake when they doze off, share their homework with one another, or if one forget to do theirs, they usually end up being included in the best memories of each other's school time. So not very important at all, huh? I think I got this on my own. I don't need a bestie. It may have come a few years late, but I am moved by that my lady finally has a chance at experiencing school. Same here. I remember it like yesterday. Xichun would sit and watch other kids walk to school from a distance, tears welling in her eyes. Dude! Oh, that reminds me. One day, out of nowhere, she started saying something about eating from lunchboxes with friends. I haven't a clue as to how or where she even heard about it, but she snuck into the kitchen and... Ah, wait, don't you have lesson plans to write? Come on, hurry up. 30 days are ticking down. We've only got 30 days. Of course. Unfortunately, I have become quite occupied with another task of great importance. Assisting Wei with indexing and reviewing various documents that are in critical need of organizing. Thus, I must leave the lesson planning task to you two, Zulu and Miss Sod. Have you any thoughts on this matter? Slacker? What was that? I said nothing. Oh dear. Okay, what are we teaching them anyways? Okay. What is this? What is this icon? 30 days of classes. What is that icon? Zero? Thingy? Zero? And Kaplan, okay. What is this? Zulu and Sot appear to have aged several years overnight. Their faces sunken and sallow. Finally. After referencing the idiosyncrasies and various statistical data available to us regarding each sinner, we managed to come up with an appropriate curriculum. Oh god. Mizilu? Apologies. Sleep deprivation has relieved me of clear mind. The path of an educator is truly a grueling one. Marching to battle will be much easier. Still, thanks to Mr. Jetchi's methodology you shared, we did manage to find a way to make this quite efficient. Efficient, huh? To be a true family hierarch, there are dozens, hundreds of virtues one must understand and master. However, to do so in 30 days as promised is an impossible effort. Thus, we have categorized the countless virtues into 3 super categories, and they are called... question mark? What are these supposed to be? Ch, Yong, and Ren. Ch, wisdom, the wise lose neither nor people nor words. To hold one's silence in need of speech shall cost them people. To speak in need of silence shall cost them words. A reasonable sequence of logic. Yong, courage. The ability to overcome fear, to act decisively. Have too much of it, and risk becoming a brute. Having too little, risk becoming a craven. It needs harmony and balance. So how far are we allowed to go with corporal punishment again? I recall no instance of any discussion regarding corporal punishment. And Ren, humanity, is the benevolence of the heart. The compass of behavior that dictates respect toward every human. Clearly most of the faculties of this school are severely lacking in all three of your criteria. So how do you think they'll be able to teach the students anything? Yeah, like I said, someone who needs a lesson in Ren. Are you sure I'm in good hands? What the heck am I supposed to learn here? Where's Wei? Mr. Wei and Miss Jigong are currently quite preoccupied with handling the monumental task of paperwork. Right, Mr. Wei wanted me to deliver this message to you. Be strong, milady. Wait! This was her protestations. 30 days of classes commence. Okay. Classes. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what is this? The metaphysical approach to ego in the reflected world. Oh dear, what is this? Musume time. Princess Maker timer. Oh dear. Excuse me. Combo. Grow a Xichun. Oh no. Okay. Begin class. Yes. Oh wait, hold on. What's this? Days and stats. The goal of this game mode is to raise the main stats of Xichun and Ren as high as possible over the course of 30 days class. Class effects. Each class specializes in raising different stats, and some classes might even raise or lower their students' morale values. Aside from days with fixed classes, you can choose up to 3 classes per day. The variety of selectable classes grows as the days go by. Okay. Classes either end up in success or failure. A successful class will greatly increase the amount of stat gained, but a failed class will greatly reduce the amount of stat gained. A higher morale results in higher chance to have a successful class. The class combos are class combinations that give certain bonus effects when those classes are taken in the same day. Once you discover a combo, you can preview its activation in the schedule menu. Taxidermy geniuses. We all discovered combos and undiscovered combos in the combo list page. What do you mean, Xichun? Oh no! Oh dear! Not the Xichun! Oh god damn it! Oh dear! Once you've selected all your classes, select Begin Class button to begin class. Classes progress automatically during class. During class, you can view the students' changing stat values in real time. Okay. Taking a class gives XP. Once class XP has been maxed out, the class will be upgraded to the next level. Taking higher level classes will yield more stat increases. Please note that classes cannot be upgraded beyond Master. Okay. Combat enhancements. Raising Xichun and Ren stats beyond a specific level or upgrading a class to a second level will enhance the student's combat prowess. These enhancements are applied separately for Xichun and Sinclair. Okay. Select the magnifier icon to view Xichun's detailed stats. On certain dates, combat encounters may occur in place of classes. Xichun will be participating in these encounters on her own. Okay. Skill slots are chained automatically. Press the gong shape button to begin the combat phase. Only by winning the combat encounter can she progress to the next day or the next class. Okay. Right. Begin class? Question mark? Confirm? My name is Yisang. That is all. The class I have prepared for the day. I've plenty about your mirror tech. Which makes me wonder, going by the level of advancement in that technology, couldn't you have approached it from a different angle? You know how technological advancement usually goes? People invent for the sake of creation, only to have their inventions inevitably warp into weapons of destruction. Indeed, you show much promise already. As you surmise now, the mirror has, in the past, almost been employed to shatter possibilities instead of reflecting them. It should be mostly impossible to combat encounters. Mostly impossible, okay. So it's still a possibility if I fuck something up, alright. I'm sure that's the angle most others wanted to see happen. Removal of potential risks sounds much more palatable than potential itself, to some people after all. Correct again. Yet, destruction was a word that bore too much suffering from my heart. My sole egress from it was abandonment of my Gundam fellows in my life's work, making myself a fugitive from the past. How did you bring yourself to just abandon it all? I conversed. With who? With myself. That lies within me. As you are aware, the mirror's reflection extends beyond the veils of our own reality. It reflects potentialities, the latent strength in the world. Yet even among them, the reflection of the greatest importance is that of the self. Mary. I've seen people lose constitution desires to just never win a clash, but that's very unlikely. Oh god. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Oh dear. Let not the innumerable words of the mirror and enchant your gaze. First, one must direct their studies inward and reflect on oneself. Okay. I learned how to be more true to myself by looking into the mirror. Okay. Alright. So Xichun instinct has grown. Now, if you are prepared, do explain what you see in the mirror. You didn't haste. That's the dark. For some reason, Xichun appeared to hesitate before the mirror. Hey, you know, it's been a while since I looked into the mirror for so long. Lady, do you recall Sunsen of the Shi family who contacted you for a meeting? Will mostly depend on the first couple of turns if Xichun wants to flip heads or not. And then it basically snowballs from there. Yikes. Oh no. Gotcha. Battles. Gambling battles. Okay. Yeah, the guy who said he was gonna show me a precious flower that blooms only at night. I remember that you were vehemently against me going out there, so I stayed inside. I wonder what kind of flower it was. Don't tell me you were actually looking forward to meeting him, my lady. Oh, of course not. You were wise to stay inside. It was revealed that you weren't the only person who was invited, my lady. The vile man hired a group of assassins to ambush the meeting spot and would have been waiting there to spring the trap had you gone. But apparently he was outplayed and had his limbs and head torn off as punishment. What a relief, isn't it? I guess. Cute doll. I'm glad I didn't go away. You were right. If only you still had the Wu branch under your control. Stop it. We agreed to move on from that. Remember, we don't have to talk about it. I was brushing my hair and looking in the mirror as we were talking, but I realized that I no longer recognized the girl in the mirror. I don't know why, but I just find it so hard to meet her eyes. But I brushed it off because I had to. An experience like that was going to be a common occurrence anyway, and the family horror was always looming on the horizon. Perhaps what you felt then may have been shame, but it is paramount to face oneself nonetheless. Nay, especially so if it was. And Sinclair, what do you see? I see. Well, I just see myself smiling. I don't see what's so out of the ordinary. It seemed like Sinclair could really bring himself to face the mirror. Hey, after what we just discussed, I think I understand something now. But I've had some quiet time looking at my reflection. I think I uncovered part of myself I've had hidden away for a long time. I learned how to be more true to myself by looking into the mirror. Okay. Again. Alright. Class, metaphysical approach to ego in the reflected world, level up to expert. Oh, that's quick. Decision slash resist minus that. Okay. Be passionate and dream on, fix your tails. Oh dear. Oh, upgrade? Oh, I can only like pick that. Okay, makes sense. Huh, funky. Alright. Right. They more or less have the same stats. Freaking glass. Is this gonna go on for 30 days? If that's the case, then yeah, I probably should just like use one of my, module. I did not expect this specifically. This is true that a station of teaching is prone to imbue one with a sense of bashfulness. Shinkai and Xichun both said with a bit of apprehension as well, which is understandable, given what Saad told them sometime before the lesson started. Some time ago. Otis, who had been wearing daggers at Don Quixote for a good while, finally decided to voice her doubts to Sod. So what is Don Quixote, that woman, supposed to teach? It's actually 38 days of this minigame. Oh dear, okay, yeah. I'll probably confront one of my modules later. Have you not considered that her usual flippancy might only cause more trouble than it's worth? You worry too much, Otis. While she may not look it, Don Quixote is extremely well versed in those adventure tales. Why would any of that matter? Have you yourself considered that faces often appear when history is in the making? Exclamation mark. Let us see here. Don Quixote took a second to savor the moment as though she had been preparing her whole life for it, then continued. Amongst the greatest fixers whose names were engraved in history. Ah, verily, let us commence this lesson with the tale of the fixer UFA. This tale began the year. Sometime later. Are you done? So how can she continue to talk at such length? She's been going for ages. Thus come the time to test thy dedication to this class, and the knowledge that should naturally come with a pop quiz if thou wilt. Where did she even find time to prepare this? Oh dear. I can assure thee, this quiz of entirely reasonable difficulty if thou hast paid attention to in class. Worry thee not. Does this pop quiz have prizes? But of course, I can prepare for such inquiries. For each correct answer I shall bestow upon thee from the very treasure chest of mine. These precious fixer badges. Forsooth, I did not let a single day go by in which I did not polish each and every one of them on 3 separate occasions at the very least. I do know, I don't really need them. Hold thine applause, for there is a bonus reward for the victor who, by the end of this match, carries more badges. Thou shalt attain the role of a protagonist in this theatrical play in my making, Fixer Chronicles UFA. This an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm still not really. It's not doing anything for either of us. It's still a pretty useless reward, but if you're turning this into a competition, I won't lose. Seriously? What, scare you lose? Is history your weakness or something? I'll have you know that I was the teacher's pet in every single history class I took. Oh dear. And I'll have you know that I was, no matter the subject, showered with praise from every master I've had. Okay, if that's how you want to play it, I'll have you know that I was a prodigy in other classes too. I did great in art classes, pretty good in math too. I was just being humble because I didn't want to steal your thunder, Xichun. Oh my god. Also, let me remove that bot. Loop. Okay. But yeah. Oh, then let me tell you, I was trained in the mastery of at least 10 different disciplines every single day. And on one of those days, you know what one of my masters told me? He said, looks like this just Xichun's finally getting a feel of how friendships goes in HR Forge in school. That's good. No matter how excellent her masters were, there are some experiences you just can't learn from teachers. TikTok in response. This year of 505, factorial apparently. What is the historical community's consensus on the most illustrious battle that Fixer UFA is said to have partaken in? Allow me to impart to thee a major clue. If thou hast paid attention as I discourse upon the 5 villages in which the Fixer UFA was mentioned, this should not be a difficult question to answer. The honorable Fixer of the Cerulean Heaven, who attained triumph in the Battle of Rhino Tree in the year 465, had said what was the worst ordeal she had to face in her career. Got it. It's when she had to forge onward, despite watching her dear comrades fall one by one as they held in the line to buy her time. Damn it, I was too slow. Young Xichun, that incorrect. Honorable Fixer of the Cerulean Heaven is recorded to have testified that the worst ordeal in her career was when she was forced to stand before her enemies with hair that was not luscious. God damn it! As the supply line breakage caused her regular delivery of nutritional supplements to cease. What thou hast suggested, the young Xichun, was her 17th most difficult ordeal. She's speaking like she was actually there. Thine impression is quite understandable, for I am trained in the ways of faithfully regaling these tales. But most of these are tales I have learned from books. Much did I anticipate an opportunity to regale these tales to such audience. Enough to study the ways of minstrels. There was a clear look of pride in her twinkling eyes. I love the little figurines. Oh my god! The time certainly flies when hearing the tales of exciting adventures. Okay. More growing stuff. EDM music plays somewhere in the background. What was the secret technique Honorable Fixer Lysander employed in his resolution of the case of the Fey Forest? Speak its name in full. I've got it. It's a Summer Night Fantasia. Yet I cannot let pass such an unmotivated retelling of his super ultimate move. Hardly could one internalize the true, noble spirit of Fixes by simply reciting it with such apathy. I must recreate the exact pose and enunciation. Are you kidding me? Come on, you can do this, Xichun. You can do this. This is nothing. Illusions of a midsummer night shall devour thee whole. Where did the spotlights come from? Down in the fucking corner. What they call is that? I don't even know. Summer Night Fantasia. Thine enunciation was quite shaky upon the world illusions, yet thou hast demonstrated sufficient courage. Thus I bestow upon thee this badge. Exclamation mark. I grow tired of this nonsense. Just how much longer are you planning to drag this on? Thus muttered the hero, then declared, I shall tear this evil storm asunder and find a place for this blade at the center of thy heart. Conveniently placed spotlight, oh dear. Dante, lights, left side. Oh my god, Dante is the fucking... Oh god damn it. Don Quixote, who was watching Sinclair and Xichun's two-person play, suddenly wiped her tears away. Bravo, bravo! Certain minor details were missed, such as that UFA, the fixer, was left-handed and that he had a habit of playing with a lighter in his left pocket before every duel. Yet, it was a wonderful reenactment indeed. I have no other critique to impart upon thee. When faced with great adversity in thine adventures, rekindle the memory of UFA, the Fixer's final duel. Remember it well. Thus come to an end. The lessons of today. Was just for a moment, but I think I'm starting to get it. I get why she's so obsessed with the Fixers. I clutched tightly in Xichun's hands for the badges Don Quixote had gifted to her. Oh no! Xichun is getting corrupted. I was completely absorbed in the exhilarating tales of Fixers. I even forgot to breathe at one point. Okay. And Yisang. I learned how to be more true to myself by looking into the mirror. Okay. Alright, gain max HP. What about Sinclair? Did Sinclair not get anything? Okay, hold on. Let me quickly the window really quickly. Yes. Let me go to window. And let me really quickly make a module because, oh dear. Confirm. This is definitely one hell of a minigame. Okay, we have Foss now. Let's see what Foss is gonna be doing. Alright, it's mandatory class. Let's put one of each or something maybe. Understanding of city engineering and its practices. Okay. Yeah, at least this on the back gives morale back. So this hold on, what's everyone's morale? Oops, that's not the thing. 92, minus 6, minus 8, plus 30. Okay, so in that case, I mean can I add multiple of the? No, I can't add multiple. Alright, I'll do it in the back then too, so morale will be back. Okay, why am I trying to optimize this? Oh dear. Okay, begin class. Boom. This is a component part taken from the structure that forms H-core. This may prove to be an opportunity to conduct an in-depth analysis on the nature of the former H-core singularity, which has been enduring for such a long time. Huh, you look upbeat today, Miss Faust. Indeed, an opportunity to study the old H-core singularity is not one that comes often. As there was potential for integration into Mephistopheles, I made a request to disassemble a part of the buzz's engine. But was denied. A shame. But aren't you the one who built Mephistopheles though, Miss Faust? Mephistopheles is indeed Faust's work, but not all of it was mine. It is possible that Faust may never have revealed every small detail that went into its creation. I would very much enjoy a chance to completely disassemble it, even its engines, so that it could be reassembled with my own hands. Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh god. There's to learn various detailed mechanical fundamentals about old H-core technology. Okay. Alright. Taxidermic geniuses. That's the combo. Fixer Association Encyclopedia for Dummies. Okay. Alright. Also, welcome, Kara. Steven. Ni hao, fine shit. Yeah. We're playing Uma Musume today. Yeah. Oh dear. So that's how it works. I think I get it. I didn't think this is how I'd get to learn more about the old H-core. I don't think I can do much against the reconstruction days right now, but this knowledge will certainly come in handy when the day comes for me to gradually dismantle that iniquitous thing. I'm gonna want to hit 800 plus in each stat, by the way. Oh dear, okay. Oh dear. When the day when Hongyuan can be a place where people can live without fear. Without the fear of enroaching reconstruction days, without obsessively counting their rooms to see if they'll fall or not, until Hongyuan can be a place where you can sleep with the promise of safe tomorrows. Oh god, hiccups, hold on. I'm sure you'll pull it off. Oh, and I learned a lot during the session too, Miss Faust. Bang! Oh dear. I love how there's this like art for this as well, hell yeah. Let's go under Sprite. The voltage must have been set to high. Repeating experiment with a different combination of fuses and wires. There was supposed to be a lesson somewhere in there, right? Oh dear. I learned how to be more true to myself by looking into the mirror. Okay, same thing. Times that leave us on the tales of exciting adventures. Okay. Class be passionate and dream on. Visit tales level up to expert. Okay, neat. Just stash resist. Okay, and war tales. Okay, we're getting more. This got an upgrade, so we'll probably do this first. Okay. We can like put this later. Let me see. So that's gonna like plus. I think I'll worry about this later because I think like everything is like progressing at like a somewhat similar rate at this point. So yeah. All right. They're both progressing the same, right? Okay, yeah, they're both progressing at the same rate, thankfully. Okay. I like some other classes which were more on the upbeat side of things. The room's air felt grim and solemn as soon as everyone saw what Gregor had written on the chalkboard. On war. Losing a wing or leaves a much longer-lasting impact than some medium-sized enterprise closing up shop. It might be too soon to talk about this, but we came pretty darn close to one recently, didn't we? We were this close to a large-scale war breaking out right here, which absolutely would have happened if Miss Xichun were here failed to finish her ascension. We would have spared like wildfire too. So my class is going to be about what exactly happens when a war... Oh. The piece of chalk slipped from Gregor's fingers as he went to scribble something on the board. His left hand was trembling as though the room's temperature had plummeted, only for him. Man, what's gonna... Excuse me, Miss Ilu, is it okay if I smoke? Go ahead. Let's go smoke in class. You good? Well, when else am I gonna get a chance to share the realities of war right to a wing chief executive officer's face, huh? The moments that just don't come off your skin, no matter how hard you scrub at them. Hey, take a break if you need it. I'm going to listen to every word you have to say here today, no matter how long it takes. Man, I do appreciate that sentiment. Well, still, though, I can't dilly-dally when Miss Xichun got other stuff to deal with, huh? So let's take a look at how things were at the very beginning of the Wing War. Okay... You don't even get a table. Manage to understand the troubles most foot soldiers go through and learn to get a better idea of the flow of a battlefield. Okay... And that's why the smoke war fronts were mostly characterized by trench warfare. No one wanted to risk fighting in concrete jungles where they could be surrounded by enemies at all times, so everyone tried to draw each other out in an open field battle, which naturally turned into trench warfare. Of course, every wing has a different singularity, so this isn't really applicable to all cases. It's just that the former G-Corps found flat plains easier to maneuver in. I feel like Dagunyuan could make a pretty good use of Hongyuan as a defensive fortress, especially with its internal structure constantly shifting around, which the Heisho know and use very well. Exactly. She'll explain why they were hesitating outside Dagunyuan. Remember the dumb fellas, the ones we met who were going in circles? Not to mention how the Heisho all utilized the topography of Hongyuan differently. Even if an outsider were to get a read on how one of the branches maneuver around Hongyuan, as long as the 12 Heisho branches are standing, Hongyuan is unassailable. Well, despite going into all that, I'm sure we all know what the best answer in all warfare is. Not having a war in the first place. I'll be honest, I can't stop thinking about some of the stories you've been telling us. I can't even imagine what it would have been like to have to not only witness it, but go through all of that. We did visit your phantoms, Gregor, but that wasn't even the tip of the iceberg. The city was devoured in smoke, its citizens in madness. He always shrugged off those stories as ramblings of the past, but during the war, he stood at the center of the heartless machine that was the city. Its every gear calibrated to slaughterhouse precision to maximize the death of its people. He must have witnessed things far worse than the worst city. Far worse than the worst the city presently has to offer. His eyes gazed beyond the veil of the bygone past, shaking restlessly in pursuit of what was no more. Oh boy, sorry fellas, I'm afraid I got carried away lamenting what happened, that I forgot this was supposed to be a class. I'll be sure to prep something more useful next time. No, everything you told me really solidified my resolve. This chaos within Hongyuan needs to come to an end soon. That's something so horrible could happen. I'm heading to my next class. Wait for me. Let's start smoking more. Wait, what do you mean they're heading to the next class? Do they have multiple rooms for this? Even after the two students had left, Gregor lingered in that room for a while, lighting up a cigarette after cigarette without erasing what he wrote on the chalkboard. Smoke soon filled the room. He left only after almost emptying the entire pack. Okay. Managed to figure steal minutes about hijacking technology. Okay, and Foss. Oh no, Foss blackface. No. Learn how to be more true to myself by looking in the mirror. It's always the same thing, I'm guessing. Alright. Okay, surviving Hongyuan. Got Hongdu. Alright, let's see. That's plus 40, so like it's only when this is 60 that it's kind of worth it to like grab that. So let's start to like whatchamacallit again, throw even more of these things. Wait, hold on. 6, 6, 9, 2, 2, and then like we need more green stat. Okay, throw this in and throw this in because it has more. Okay, actually no, this technically has more than that, but like this one, let's level up the class or something. Smoke through the whole pack. Lung cancer speedrun, let's go, yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Alright, let's settle with this. Begin class. How are classes going, Xichun? I'm not you, big bro. I pay attention in class. Oh, hello, Miss Dayu. She was really insistent on helping me out, even though I refused because she looked preoccupied. When I found out about the contents of his lesson plan, I simply could not allow him to do it alone. Looks like it's going to be another serious class. Are you gonna try to like kill Honglu or something for the class? Apologies for the delayed greetings. The you of the Lin family formally extends their greetings to the venerable hierarch. It's been a while since I heard that greeting around here. Wait, what about Big Sis Bochai? Are you sure it's okay for a Shui family bodyguard to be here? I am no longer employed as Miss Bochai's guard. Wait, don't tell me we got you Everything I did that day, including accompanying you, was under Miss Bochai's orders. As for why she no longer needed my services, I don't understand myself. She suddenly let me go after the trouble was over. So what's there for you to teach me, big bro? Your last lesson plan was about not making things awkward, but vetoed by Zilu, so... You could have taught me a thing or two if we were still kids, but come on, you spent most of your time stuck in Yongyuan before leaving Hongyuan. I don't know what you could possibly have to teach me. Don't you worry, Xichun. There's one thing I'm pretty good at. My lesson for Xichun and Sinclair is... in clear, neat handwriting, Honglu wrote, surviving Hongyuan on the chalkboard. Oh, well, I don't think I need any help in that department from you. Look, I know you've had your share of assassination attempts, big bro, but Jemu, the previous hierarch and the Elder's favor sheltered you from the worst of it. She's not wrong. Like when we had to fight our way through a bunch of sweepers, weren't you also one of the handful who got assassinated? Oh, that? I was wandering the hallways because I felt like something was off about my room. Until Dante told us all to get back to our rooms, of course. Wait, it was my fault? You do have some intuition, I'll give you that. Looks like I'm going to have to prove myself. Would you mind preparing the thing? You have my utmost faith, but please, do practice caution. The thing? Is it a train dummy or like something else? Sometime later, Linda appeared with 4 bowls of splashing with tea, before sprinkling some powder into one of them. What's that? That's powdered wolfsbane. I see where this is going. You're going to teach me how to tell which of these bowls contain poison, right? You can stop now. I learned to recognize infamous poisons like a wolf's bane when I was 7. If it was something as tame as what you are suggesting, venerable hierarch, I would not have been here to accompany him. Linda, you continued her process, sprinkling wolfsbane powder into 2 more bowls. Honglu, who was watching that with an oddly contented expression, closed his eyes. Is he gonna drink them? Please mix them up, Dayu. Okay, wait, what? We stared in confusion, but we could hardly tell what was going on, with the speed at which Dayu swapped around the bowls. When we looked back at Honglu, there were 3 silver spoons in his hand. The silver spoons were custom-made at Dagunyuan's request. We must have items for children of the 4 great houses. They can detect non-sulfuric poison as well. Yeah, I know, they're actually... Actually what? It's nothing. In Hongyuan, where we are beset by threats of assassination from all directions, knowledge alone isn't enough to save you. The heck are you? But Honglu opens his eyes before Xichun can finish her sentence. Then he throws the silver spoons in his hands like throwing pins toward 3 of the bowls, and immediately chucks the 4th bowl, which he had thrown a spoon at. Holy crap, are you insane? You barely even checked them for. Shiran's near tea is always delicious, even when cool. The 3 silver spoons Honglu had cast earlier were slowly melting away after quickly becoming tarnished black. Is wolfbane poison supposed to melt through metal? People like to be thorough with their poisons. In Dagunyuan, since everyone's been trained for immunity since childhood, you have to make a mixture of various poisons to have a real effect. Fine, I don't even want to argue. What's your secret? I wanna know too. Do they sound different or something? I just went with my hunch. Just a hunch? How are we supposed to learn that? We're not Heathcliff, you know? You'll get the hang of it after a few tries. I'll help you out. Shall we begin with 2 balls? Okay. I managed to tell the difference between the balls by reading Hongwu and Dayu's subtle tells. Right. Funky. Just guess, bro, I know, right? I see. When you say you just avoid whatever felt wrong with a hunch, you were reflectively identifying the threat by reading the room and connecting it to your intuitive experiences. Aha. You're using Miss Dayu's anxious breathing to clue you in. So this is how you managed to survive for so long. Listen carefully, Xichun. I know that the adepts of each Heisho will come to your aid with a flick of your wrist. And I know that your residence, Nuan Xiangwu, will be engineered by the best craftsmen to become a safe fortress stocked to the brim with all kinds of useful balls to protect your life. Yeah, just win the 50-50, oh dear. Just gamble, bro. Oh dear. Even still, there will come a day when you start to feel this creeping sensation whose origin you can't identify. And when it does, I hope you won't brush off that sensation as nothing. You're worrying over nothing. Xichun whipped around away from Honglu as if to express dissatisfaction, but her softened expression told me that she was glad to see him worried. Okay. Alright. So understanding of the War of the Wings. Okay. H-Corp technology. Alright. That leveled up. Every 6 days you will be subject to midterms, prepared by the board of directors, Jia Yuanshun. A palanquin has been prepared to take you but to the exam sites, and only by passing the test may Jia Xichun retain her status as the family hierarch. Milady. Oh, don't worry yourself over much. Master Wei, you sound like you're at a funeral. She will pass these tests with ease as long as she has been diligently taking her classes. No, I simply hope I can survive until she returns. Seems that Wei's rather funereal voice wasn't just out of his concern for Xichun. I'm playing Arakune. Just block the unblockable setup, bro. Yeah. Oh dear. No. When I play Arakune, my plan is just to confuse the opponent enough so that they'll not block my obvious attacks. Oh dear. They can't know my mix-up if not even I know my mix-up. just be as confusing as possible. Oh dear. Wait, are you sure you're okay? I can't escape them, even in dreams. The unfinished bundles of paperwork, cascading over me like a storm, burying me. Still yourself, for that was no dream at all. In fact, never have I once seen paperwork trained in the arts of airwalking until now. Oh god, I must be severely sleep deprived. Looks like we're not the only ones going through the ringer. Okay, cool. Get defense level. Jin Gangbo's passive improve. Xichun / resist minus. Alright. Okay. Midterm, let's go. I'm for Xichun to throw hands. You? Hey, you're one of the she boys. We finally met. Meet. I had hoped to fight you in the family hierarchy war. If you run to me, then isn't this supposed to be a sparring match? Why does it sound like you have a personal grudge against me? Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all. Why in the world would I ever hold a grudge against you? The results of the family hierarchy war couldn't be any clearer, and everyone even remotely connected to the mess has all been dragged away and put under investigation. And hey, guess what? They dragged away half my family, which means more room for me. I should really thank you, right? Honestly, why don't you just declare a war against the Shi family at this point? Won't that be much easier? War's not easy, it never is. What are you on about? All of a sudden. It's not something we should be talking so lightly about, even as a joke. Your family was arrested because they are under investigation for treason against Dagon Yuan. If they're innocent, I'm sure they'll be released soon enough. I know it's pretty much a given that they'll all be ruled as guilty, regardless of what really happened. You know I can't even pay them a visit because you've hidden their cells all over Hongyuan. They're not hidden. All holding cells within Hongyuan have always been designed to move around in very short intervals. You know, that does seem like the kind of design that will lead people to make some unfortunate assumptions, though I'm sure the initial purpose was to prevent escapes. I recently gained a better understanding of Hongyuan's structure, so I'm planning to change our policies so that prisoners still on trial are allowed to have fixed locations. Really? Where'd you? I was lucky enough to take a few excellent classes recently. Managed to reflect upon myself a bit, too. Huh, you did change a little. Still, you better not expect me to go easy on you. I've got my own things to take care of. Hey, is this she something guy? Oh dear. Good, come on, let's do this. Many illustrious faces of the past have said that not, god damn it, that not but disparagement awaits unjust victories. Oh no. And I'm just imagining her tracking this pose before a fight. Oh god. Oh no. She's being infected by Dawn. Alright, where did Xichun go? Oh, it just appeared out of nowhere, alright. Gong. Xichun, you're a disgrace. Xichun, you're an absolute disgrace. Oh my god. Xichun, you're an ass. Xichun, go back to school. Oh dear. Oh my god, you're a disappointment. You're a fucking disappointment. Come on, there you go. That's better. That's better. Don't disappoint me ever again. You'll know what's gonna come for you if you disappoint me again. You disappoint me again. I never should have like paid for your education. Oh dear. True, you're a potential woman, yeah. Oh dear. I should not have paid so much for your education. You're a disgrace to Hongyuan. Okay, let's try it again. Oh dear. Okay, let's skip this. Okay. Alright. There we go, that looks better. And there's a fraud. Yeah. Come on, don't disappoint me. Don't make me sell you again. I sold you once for 300 lunacy and you came crawling back. If you fail again, I'm gonna sell you for 200 lunacy. Potential Xichun, yeah. Oh dear. There you go, that's better. You better get an A on this. You better not take any damage, otherwise I'm gonna revoke your PlayStation privileges. What's this gift? Pretty sure this mortal affects tracking SP, so can it highly contest support? Oh, didn't not realize that. Funky. Alright. I didn't really know when the tests are gonna happen. Okay. Alright. No, we're not gonna kill him? Aw. Good for you, you won. Now stop giving me that look and get out of here. You lost most of your clan during the family hierarchy war, didn't you? Yeah, so what? Are you calling me a penniless loser? Yeah. You little. And I'm sure that's what I look like to you, too. I don't want your sorry. Every clan member who died in the evaluation to have died for nothing. If I show weakness, that means I'm making everyone who participated in the evaluation look weak. So I'm going to win, and I'm going to win without the fertile soul my predecessors have left behind, because their legacy was unjustly nourished by the blood and tears of Hong Yuan itself. Xichun, then you are tenacious, determined, and strong of will. It must be why everyone stood by you, down to the last man. You know my name, ma'am? I do. So what do you think? Wanna make them sing your name in glory for the remaining history of Hong Yuan? Alright, got Ish now. Okay, we do need to get this up, so I'm gonna put this in. Oh wait, this is so, hold on, that's XP on morale. Add the plus, and then let's just raise the ones that are like whatchamacallit again, still on novice. Yeah, let's raise it up. I think maybe, I don't know. Raise this first actually, because like our green star is kinda falling behind. Okay, go. How did you manage to come out on top in your first sparring match? Congrats! I mean, not really. It took 2 matches. Thanks, I can admit, your classes are definitely coming in handy. I like your attitude. Well, shall we take a look at what I prepared for today? We're teaching about exploring, huh? It's going to be an indoors class? Yep, exploring. Where shall I begin? It's a very big subject. Free soloing to the top of the highest building in Hong Yuan, surviving 10 days in Hong Yuan, back streets, with only 3 items. I had plenty of ideas, but most of them got denied. And rightly so. And that's when I realized that exploring isn't always limited to adventures in the physical space. A few weeks ago, so I'm just here to fill in, since this game needs a certain number of players, but really, can you really call this a tabletop game? And call this tabletop game an adventure? Yet, in games of make-believe, any simulacra can be made as real as... Ow, what a move! Ooh, nice, I'm gonna roll for damage. Wait, are they playing D&D? Hold on, why are they rolling for damage? Are they... Oh no. God, young Ishmael, thou hast absolutely pummeled the Gorgon beast with thy fireballs. God damn it. Oh dear. Yes, of course. Rendering it most crispy. He was a formidable foe. That was wonderfully executed, Miss Ishmael. Huh, really? Well then. Limbus D&D time, goddammit. Well then, that's my next move. And that's how you came up with this? I've played a few other games, but this is new for me too. I'm still pretty new in general, I guess. Limbus D&D, oh dear. Oh god. I did actually do like a, whatchamacallit, like a Project Moon team campaign at some point with one of my friends who are very into Project Moon stuff. I was playing a W Corp guy. it was D&D, but with like a homebrew expansion where apparently someone made like this entire thing with entire fixer class that has like a lot of different fixers from various branches. Like my party was like, I was playing like a W Corp guy, and then my party there was let me remember, Blade Lineage, and also the last one was, let me try to remember, what was the last one? What was their, I remember it was guns, but like I forgot what the hell their build was. What was it? I just remember they have like 2 different guns for some reason. I don't really know. I don't think it's a full stop, I'm not sure. But I need to look at the history later. It was on Roll20. I don't think it's full stop. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. R-Corp? No, it's definitely not R-Corp. Definitely not R-Corp. It might be full stop. I'm not super sure. It's definitely not dumb either. Yeah, it's probably full stop. Yeah, it's definitely not dumb. It might be full stop. I don't know. Let's see what's this. It's called Jianghu Journeys. J&J, god damn it. God fucking damn it. It's a popular game among Hong Yuan's youths. It's getting generally positive reviews too. Junjun and Dragons. But yeah. That person who was playing the gun thing was gonna play a Blood Fiend at first, but like they swapped for some reason, I forgot why. But yeah. What Ismail so proudly presented before everyone appeared to be a board game with numerous cards and minifigures. Okay, what do these huge piles of papers have to do with exploration? Distinctly different from D&D, yeah. Oh dear. Rule number 1. The most experienced player among those gathered becomes the JM! God damn it! No! The JM! Yeah, Journey Master. The Journey Master designs the story around the player's choices, sets the stage for what happens next, and generally helps guide the explorers to safely arrive at their goals. That's why the most experienced player takes that role, which will be me. With strength decks, each character seems to have these thing called stats. Looks like we just have to pick from the set of pre-made characters for this one. So I'm supposed to be playing this character's role? Sunker and Xichun pick up their cards with confusion clear in their eyes. I'm physically cringing into actual pain, yeah. I love this though. Oh dear. You arrive at the great city of Yanyun, a place known to be the gathering hub for all kinds of influential people. You traveled here in search of a legendary treasure called, the Tianya Sword, the Sword of the Fatherland. The city of Yanyun, huh? Cool. So why are we looking for that sword again? It's because, so there's this... Ish, did you not read your session prep notes? God damn it. So there's this legend in Yanyun about how the sword of... Right, the Tianya sword is the only way to quell the chaos of these lands and bring peace to its people. And also about how having that sword is the proof of the true leader of these lands. And so on and so forth, you know? You know what? I also do that, so whatever. Oh, not. Yada yada yada. Ismael was stuttering and stammering through the introduction without her usual confidence. I see. The city called Yanyun must be in a lot of trouble, too. Seemingly affected by the oddly familiar setting of the story, Xichun nodded solemnly without noticing Ishmael stumbling through the introduction. Well, you know how it is. The point is, you guys need to go find that sword. Then I will claim that your sword, no matter what costs me. Xichun nods with determination. Oh dear. But yeah, we're with Sunker come up with a creative solution to all kinds of trials we face in the adventure. Okay. I wish I can play D&D in whatchamacallit in class, but D&D doesn't exist in my country. From the rumors you've gathered, it seems that the Kazan Keep might have heard of the whereabouts of the sword. What will you do? Also, honestly, if I ever become a teacher and is told to start a new club activity, I'm starting a fucking roleplay club. Oh dear, though I doubt anybody in whatchamacallit in schools I went to will be interested. I don't know, maybe nowadays people will be more interested since people has been opening up to technology a bit more, so they probably have went to YouTube for a bit and whatchamacallit found out about what the hell D&D or tabletop role-playing games are, but whatever. From the rumors you've gathered, it seems that the Kazan Keep might have heard of the whereabouts of the sword. What will you do? I walk up to the Kazan Keep, chat him up and try to gain his trust. Roll persuasion. Are you sure? Remember, your whiz is extremely low right now, which means that you will find it hard to inform even the simplest sentences. Wouldn't that be charisma? That's charisma! What if I found a different way to gain the Kazan Keep's trust that doesn't involve sweet talking him? I do have pretty high strength stat, which should give me access to certain alternative methods of persuasion that doesn't require skill in speechcraft. Hold on, I'll try to convince the Kazan Keep. I think I've got a decent chance at this. My whiz is pretty high. And you pass the check. The Kazan Keep looks at you, having lowered his guard. Oh, not you, Sinclair. He's still pretty wary of you. Okay, then I'll just stand in the corner over here, unsheath my weapon, and play around with it for a bit. That's what he expects me to do anyway, isn't it? It's roleplaying Heathcliff now, aren't you? Oh, the Heathcliff roleplay, yeah. The Kazan Keep shares some information about the sword he heard. He explains that the party should seek northeast toward Yinchi Mountain. But what's this? Kids begin to well in the Kazan Keep's eyes as he continues to explain. Apparently a patrolling guard beat his son pretty badly, just for loitering around the guard. The wound is pretty severe, so he needs medicine, but he can't seem to find any. Oh no. That's too bad, but we've got a job to do. Since we have what we came here for, we leave the Kazan. Well, they say that JMs are supposed to interfere with the player's choices, but let's be honest, I would have made the same choice. You can't stop and help out every little side quest when there's a whole lot of adventure to go through. No, we're not leaving. I'm going to get him that medicine. What? Seems like the April Fool's effect haven't worn off yet. Oh dear. After a few turns of various trials and tribulations for Sinclair, the Kazan keeps son, who fortunately was able to recover, hears your story and hesitantly hears what he knows. You realize that he's talking about the fairy Yaogui, guardian of the Tianye sword. He explains that the fairy Yaogui's power grows under bright moonlight. Hold on, is it at full moon right now? Then we should wait until the sky's overcast. Hearing that, the innkeep's son takes a quick look at the clouds, then tells you that it might be raining in about a week. How do we help him out? Okay, let's make sure we're prepared before we go. Oh dear. You're gonna have to roll a 15 or higher to hit. I know, I'm focused. You mean you're loading your die? Hey, I rolled a 16. With a final singular strike from Xichun, the fairy Yaogui finally falls to the ground, defeated. Yes, the Tianye sword is ours. Excited, the party runs up to the sword embedded deep into the earth and grabs enthusiastically upon the hilt. With this, we can... However, the defeated fairy Yaogui, whom the party assumed was dead, suddenly jumps to its feet and lunges at Xichun, who just pulled a sword from the ground. No! I quickly get between Xichun and the monster. You're not supposed to roll before the DM prompts you to roll! But if that crits, it's going to be pretty deadly, even for you. Let's see if you can make the evasion safe. One, and another one. Nope, that's a critical fail. It's okay. Dude rolled a double nat 1. Sinclair falls to the ground, bleeding profusely from the gaping wound. The Yaogui lies still as well, the final vestiges of its strength completely spent. Sinclair! Go on without me. Take that sword and go down to the village. Become the leader they need. That sword as you prove. Crit fail, yeah. There's a double crit fail as well, holy shit. Oh dear. No, this sword won't mean anything without my adventuring buddy. I'm going to bandage Sinclair up and carry him back. I won't leave him behind and descend the mountain all on my own. Sinclair also nat 1 and instantaneously combust on the spot. Oh dear. Wait, if that's your choice, then yeah, the bleeding stops as soon as you wrap him up. No check! He's just that sturdy, you know? That strike will have killed pretty much anyone, but you know how healthy he is. God damn it! On your feet, Sinclair. We're getting out of here together. Grab onto my shoulder. That's it, step by step. Hey, Xichun, look over there. Everyone with help and safe on our journeys come out to welcome us home. You're right. If it weren't for you, Sinclair, I never would have stopped and talked to every single villager there to hear their troubles. The sword was only a symbol all along. All of our efforts... yes, the real treasure is the friends we made along the way. All of our efforts and the experiences we gained in our journey for the sword were what taught me how to be a good leader, not the sword itself. Plot armor moment. Oh dear. You're too soft-ish! You're too soft! Kill your players! You're right, the real success of this adventure was everyone's efforts along the way. I feel like the game overtook the class at some point along the way. Okay. I had a social time learning about faces and their deeds. Okay. Alright, we get our morale back up. Okay. Then Gregor. Now I know enough about urban and trench warfare to give an explanation of my own. Okay. Right. And then that's also expert now. Neat. Okay. Alright. Let's see. So let's see. Do this to get it on whatchamacallit again, get it on expert, and then it's on 90, so hold on, 90, 80. Okay, I can sneak one in, and then I'll do the gaining thing magic, the moral gain later. Let me see. Green stat is kind of missing, so let's do this. Okay, all right, begin class. We're not getting whatchamacallit again, the autists and stuff yet. And Ryoshu, I want to see Ryoshu teach. I want to see what the hell Ryoshu teaches. That sounds like. Oh wait, can I click this? Okay. Oh, Mersal, Suggestion containment. All right. Okay. I'm gonna do. That's gonna go first. And then, oh, that's also plus 40. Okay, that's neat. And then I guess I'll put this 2 again then to level them up. Okay. Let's go. Begin class. In regards to every activity, involvement of unnecessary emotions and personal judgment is to be wasteful. Oh, we're outside now. I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that. Then I will share an excerpt from Sinclair's exchange with the manager 32 days ago. Begin quote. Huh? 32 days ago? What? Oh no! Mursal's secretly a master actor. Oh my god. Excuse me, Dante. I'm sorry to have asked you this, but most of us are fatally wounded. So, can you please turn the clock just one more time? End quote. Oh dear. Unnecessary interjections weighed down by request. Wow, that's pretty bad. Did I release that badly? It is a waste of time to involve emotions when delivering unfavorable news. The same message could have been delivered with merely 2 words. We failed. Oh dear. You know what? I agree with Mersal. We love using assets. Yeah. That's just good game development practice there. Let us commence field practice. Do not ask me a single question for the next 5 minutes. Huh? Well, okay, sure. Seems easy enough. Suddenly, Mersal let out a cry as he clutched his chest, then fell to the floor. Are you okay? Mersal, you okay? His eyes snapped open. That's failed. 5 minutes have not passed. You're cheating. This reminds me of the incident, Sinclair. So desperately you wish to hide. What? The what who wished the what? Despite your belief that no one would ever find out your secret, there was one person who got to the bottom of the incident. Come on, just what did you see? Failed again. Oh dear. To the class. Okay, 9 to 5. Alright. Top tier rage bait, yeah. Oh dear, the incident ominous. Oh no. What you call it again? What's it called again? Mersal learned how to fucking gaslight and rage bait. Oh dear. Okay. There we go. Alright. Got some stuff on. Okay. Got some stuff upgraded. So let's hold on. I'm gonna throw hold on, because we need green and blue stat. Green and blue. Green and blue stat. That's gonna be minus 8 and minus another 8, and then we can have like a plus on hold on. Green and blue. Okay, blue. Alright, that there. We can do something like that. Okay. And then begin class. Buddhas need to come up with a creative solution to all kinds of problems faced in the adventure. Detailed mechanical fundamentals. I like how this one has a different music. So time with the class. Okay. Alright. Intelligence acquisition. Corner your enemy. And it's day 11. So next day is gonna be the thing. Alright. Let's see. So with Crow, hold on. What do we need again? Green stat mostly, blue stat second. So you, and then you. What is your stat gain like solo? I guess it's because you gain 2 stats. That's fine. Let's just do this. Attention! Today's lesson will cover intelligence acquisition. In other words, man, you'll learn how to gain information from people. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. You just have to turn them to your side by being generous with my spending. By setting a good example as a superior, they'll eventually open up. Foolishness. Heh. It is among the worst strategies I've ever had the displeasure of hearing. Do you not see how wasteful it is to spend the limited military budget? How wasteful it is to spend so much precious time trying to butter them over. The most efficient means of obtaining intelligence is torture. Torture? I'd say that's the worst strategy. I've had the displeasure of hearing. I'd rather not waste my class strength on something so utterly useless like that. Besides, if you end up accidentally killing them... Foolishness, foolishness! Jeez, can you stop saying that word? How simplistic and disappointing. Your imagination falls short. If that is all you can think of when you hear the word torture, then this unit... Huh? This isn't exactly a military unit. Then this Hongyuan may indeed be beyond your ability to read. Well, I'm waiting. Get on with your lesson. The mention of Hongyuan seemed to put Xichun in a thoughtful mood. She stopped arguing and began focusing on class. The most effective method of torture isn't physical. Things like waterboarding, electrocution are all inferior. Today, you will learn the torture of a language. With this method, you will always find the answer you want. Use speechcraft to entrap your minds, slowly constrict around them, and let them take brief sighs of relief every time they give you an answer. That, cadets, is what you will be learning today. Your positions, cadets. That's not speaking. With only a few words, I managed to convince the target to spill all beans. Okay. That. And then that. Okay. Alright. And then, what's it? What's it? Oh, that's all things that, like, got up. Huh. What else got up? Don't see it. Whatever. Oh, here we go. Plus 1. Whatever. Let's go. Midterm. So here you've defeated Xichun Zen. You'll do best not to let that get to your head. He's always been our family's greatest shame. Hey, watch yourself. Haven't you learned not to underestimate the family underdogs? What? Oh, you don't know? You see, I managed to talk. She wasn't into, you know. What? No, it can't be. He can't have spilled the bean on my parents. My men are really on their way. But how did you know it was Block 32? I barely managed to get them a hiding spot there. Oh, so it's Block 32. Did you just... I did. Huh, that was way easier than it was during class. I've heard stories about how you've changed. I didn't know you have changed into such a heartless woman. Say something, damn it. Don't just stand there completely expressionless and... Oh, I see. You won't be shaken by silly little things like this. Is that it? That may befit the seat of the hierarch. However, a leader who responds with silence to their inferiors, a leader who considers them only disposable tools, is bound to rot. I, Xichun, refuse to let someone so unqualified such as yourself to retain power. You better not disappoint me, Xichun. I'm watching. Do not disappoint me. You know what happens when you disappoint me. Don't let me beat your ass again. We broke 3 sandals already. Good. Good. And keep it that way. Otherwise, things are gonna get really ugly for your Nintendo. What is wrong with me? Oh dear. I hate myself. I should never have children. Out of everything, children is something that I should not have. Oh dear. Okay. Come on, just get this over. Okay. Come on. Alright. Okay. Damn it, I was so close. Did you ever really take the time to think about what might happen if Big Sister Yeonjun actually gained control of Hongyeon? Sure, it's gonna be all buddy-buddy at first. She's going to acknowledge the authority of the board of directors, butter you up and compensate you for your efforts. But soon, you're going to see people from other nests coming in here and taking up administrative positions under the guise of advisors. And it's the small families and clans that are going to suffer first. And when the time comes, I bet you'll be saying the same thing then. I was so close. It's going to be a while before other members of your family are let go. You know this already. They committed treason, thinking they were piggybacking off Big Sister Yeonjun's forces. Then, when in reality, she had already discarded them before it even began. She's made sure that nothing about this treason is going to stick to her. Mother fudder. Now, let's think about this carefully. About Jia Yeonjun's vision for Dagonyeon. Will it be more H Corp or Q Corp? I see the point you're making. But you've not given us any reason to trust you either. What guarantee do I have that you won't just toss us aside when we are no longer your soul? So about that hiding place where you put your parents you just accidentally let slip. I'd known their whereabouts for a while actually. My Heisho had identified their location long ago, but I didn't do anything because there wasn't any evidence that pointed to your parents' involvement. Is that true? So low is your opinion of the hierarchy. Big Sister Yeonjun made a big show of her own influence at the assembly, but I still have a tight control over the Heisho of the family hierarchy. But I thought you were arresting every member of the Shi family without even questioning them. Now, what was it again? That leaders must take good care of those who are in the same boat as them? Why would any hierarchy go around arresting innocent people of H Corp? Left and right, unnecessarily making more enemies for themselves. I sure don't plan on doing that. Okay. TCOC, taking care of children. Wait, what? Wait, what? What are we gonna learn in here? What are we learning? Oh, it starts at expert. That's nice. Wait, what's Otis one? Did Otis one start at expert as well? I didn't even realize that. If that's the case, okay. We need yeah, still blue and green. Blue, green. There we go. Okay, let's try this. Okay. In class. TKTDWK. Heh. Teaching kids to deal with kids. She says. Taking care of children, obviously. Oh dear. Looks like your manager's not the only one who needs a translator. I would have liked to teach a particularly bloody art class, but that AL black hair discard my lesson plan. What does that mean? AL? Yeah, no, I don't think your lesson plan would have flowed, even if Zilla wasn't there. Artless or artless or otherwise. In today's class, I'll sync you if you're a UA. UA was that? What? I'll scan if you're a UC. Question mark? I'll snap your neck completely if you're an unruly adult. but I'll suit, coax, and nurture you if you're an unruly child. Did you guys rehearse this or something? Am I getting pranked right now? Not at all. Just listen carefully, evaluate the context, and there you have it. What context? What context was I supposed to evaluate? The art to the talking. MTL kids. Ah yeah, there's much to learn. Class is about to begin. What the fuck? Begin the class material, attendant. Oh dear. Oh no, what is that? Ew! Yes. Upon the venerable family hierarch's orders, I have bought a child from the Wang family! Oh no! Ew! No! Why shouldn't... No, wait, what? You brought a who from a what family upon whose orders? Too many travel restrictions here, so I borrowed the rich kid's attendant. You've been bringing her along to get you to places, huh? No, I mean, just what do you mean you brought that kid on my orders? Roshi snuffed out the cigarette. Open. I love how that. Ah, yes, just smoking from the child. Open the window to clear the smoke, dust off her clothing a few times, and only then brought the child to the elevator platform in front of the class. Okay, you know what? At least, Ryoshu still has like the what you call it, common sense to not smoke in front of kids. Still sharp, ew, reasonable response. Yeah, what else? What am I supposed to respond with? Ew. Oh god, kick it, punch it. Kid's kinda trembling and anxious looking, huh? I extend my greetings to the venerable hierarch. That kid's scared out of his mind. Memories of childhood are important. They're the experiences that shape your future. Observe and learn. What's up with you acting serious all of a sudden? Though I do agree that child memories are important. My memories with Big Brother about you are what? Anyways, moving on. You heard nothing. The point is, I think becoming approachable to kids here might help prevent a lot of potential future conflicts. But you've got your work cut out for you. Children of Dagon are extremely wary of anyone who's not their immediate family. Even worse, you pretty much tricked that kid here using my name. He must be terrified, and I imagine his parents must have given him a whole lot of warnings too. Hey, I'll give you a demonstration. Behold! Oh god! Laughing and playing with children brought back fond memories of my own childhood. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Whoa, he's really taking a liking to her. Yeah, he won't stop crying when we try to get him to calm down. Besides, how is she even doing that with her hands? Not even masters of martial arts move like that. Rushi was practically giving him no time for any distractions or even a moment to cry. She was taking care of the kid almost effortlessly. Giving no time to it. Are you like eating up that child's entire attention? What are you, like a pastime cocoa melon or some shit? Ryoshu casually grows 7 arms, yeah. Oh dear. Like, is Ryoshu like, what you call it again? The city's physical manifestation of cocoa melon? Oh god. She was employing all kinds of tactics, including but not limited to ventriloquism, gongju, traditional Hongyuan toy, fan tricks, sugared fruits, and eventually... Hehe. Don't pull too hard. The child ended up piggybacking on Ryoshu, the fear he showed earlier, a gun without a trace. You never will ever imagine Ryoshu will be good at this. Neat. And with the exact same expression as her usual one, Ryoshu was gently caressing the child. Well, to be more exact, she was giving him a gentle pat. But I think I get it. Showering kids with tasty stuff and gifts isn't the best way to go about it. What's important is helping them understand just what kind of person I am. Yeah, the kid's really on edge for his age. I'll start to make some progress, but whenever he suspected I was lying or something, he'd immediately go back to being on guard. That's also because he's a Dagonyon kid. Kids don't survive this place for long if they're not quick on the uptake. Venerable Hierarch, may I ask you something? Well, asking is free, but I gotta tell you, it's going to depend on what you're about to ask, whether I can help you or not. Ah! Wrong move, rookie, Hierarch. Why say all that when TWDT? You don't get the immaculacy of using abbreviations. 2 words do trick? I don't know. Risu grabbed the child's shoulder, brought him before Xichun, then in her usual curtness, spoke precisely 2 words to the confused child. That seemed to do the trick. Yes! Oh my god, I hate how I'm learning how to speak Ryoshu. Speak it. It is, my big sis that, my big sis said that when the family horror was over, we can finally play with tons of friends. But their parents told them to stay inside because it's too dangerous outside. Dot. My cousin says you're the biggest and baddest of Hongyon, venerable hierarch. So I wanted to ask if you can make Dagonyon safe. I want to play with my friends. Gotcha. I'll review your suggestion positively. She says she'll totally make that happen. Sometime later, after she guided the child out of the classroom, I found Xichun whispering something to herself. Hands slowly turned into skin hair. Oh no. You've got a lot on your plate, huh? Dealing with restructuring days is just one of them. I was going to try to improve the safety of this place anyway, whether he asked me to or not. Safe enough for a kid like that to run around the market all on his own, a place where he doesn't have to be afraid to go outside. Okay. Based on the skills I learned, I managed to recreate the model of a machine fast blueprint. Okay. Well, we'll see how that was, so except for our next session. I mean, God damn it. Yes, except for next session. God damn it. Oh dear. The fucking D&D brain rot. Okay, alright. Okay, let me see. I'll probably hold on. Cause like they also again, it also goes what's the threshold for it to go to tip top actually? From tip top to like the okay. I guess I'll just do again, I can do 1 and then I'll do the morale boost one. So we need now blue. A bit of green, but blue is like our priority. Let's do blue, and then why is this only 7? Oh, because it's the 7/7. All right, blue, blue green, and then this because it has more blue. All right, okay, let's try this. Oh wait, hold on. Must hold the second. There you go. 70 or 75. All right. So I guess we'll do this then. Okay. Let's do this. Begin class. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's 70 apparently. Okay. Okay. All right. All but the poker face. Okay, that gives morale. I guess we can do like, hold on, we're missing. It's all already almost like balanced, so I guess we can like start to like balance it out. So let's like, I guess I'll put blue and green first for now. Let's put this. Okay, and begin class. You know something? Everyone communicates with their eyes even before they talk. So you better pay attention to what their eyes are saying. Great. Yes, let's go, Mahjong! Oh my god. Yes, I played Mahjong a bit like a while ago. I suck at it. Great, that's really great, but I don't know. It just kind of feels like an oddly specific subject to be talking about, especially when we're sitting around a gambling table. No, that's the perfect subject to be talking about in a gambling table. Sinclair, given the time limit, this just happened to be the fastest and clearest method of demonstrating and training your abilities to control your emotions. I swear, I had no other ulterior motive. I was practically forced to do this. Wait, stop glaring at us like that and join us at the table. I'm only briefly visiting from my lady to pick up some paperwork, as there is still much work to be done. I'll be leaving in no time. Come on, guy, you know this game needs 4 players. I refuse your invitation. I must say, it's ridiculous of you to force my lady to partake in such a base activity. And what audacity to invite me as well. Oh, so you think you don't have a chance, huh? Wow. And here I thought you'd at least be better than me at this game. Fine, I get it. You don't play a game you don't have a snowball's chance in hell of winning. It's a good philosophy. I subscribe to it. Do you seriously think your shallow, obvious attempts at goading me into playing this game will work? Huh? Huh? What? Sorry? Sorry, Scrub says what? Wait, so we join the table. Alrighty, the lesson's really straightforward. You three will work together to ensure that I don't win this game. In other words, make sure I'm not first by the end of it. Well, that seems easy enough. But be warned, I have the special power to read into your minds without hearing even a word out of your mouths. Everyone is rage baiting this interval, oh I know, right? Oh dear. Let me give you a demonstration. Let's see, yeah, Sinclair. I can see the corners of your lips twitching while your eyes are suspiciously wandering over there. You're looking to form a bang, aren't you? Ugh. And Xichun, you... Exclamation mark? Exclamation mark? And you want this dong tile I've got. Now I know to never ever discard this tile. How'd you know? Honestly, it would have been tougher for us to not know. You can let yourself be anxious, sure, but don't ever let it be true. The moment someone smells your weakness, they're going to eat you right up. Anyway, you... Oh dear. Using the glint of your glasses to hide your eyes, huh? This isn't going to be easy. Your greatest mistake tonight was allowing me a seat at this table. I already know the ready hand you've got there. Oh, you do? Not bad. But you're just as much of an open book, my guy. You just need that one Zhong tile, don't you? Sorry, not sorry. You're not getting that tile, cause it's not there. Gang. I see. You called Gang Meld, so you can claim the Zhong, which was the rearmost tile, didn't you? Heh. Does that, by any chance, imply that you somehow know the location of every tile in this game? Nah, no way, I just have this sixth sense of bad vibes. Very well. Gambling time, let's go. Never once did I think I would ever step back to this dark world of shadows, but... Huh? Very well, then I'll be setting this flaw aside and... I'm impressed. They're way too intense. I can hardly get involved. Guys, this isn't supposed to be a class for us. This isn't supposed to be a class for us. Shh, my lady. The importance of this moment could not be overstated. I see. Swap out your hand. You swap out your ready hand, didn't you? What do you think? 3 what? 1,000 in a row, huh? I see you've got some innate luck too. Very well then. I'll have to wager it all on this one suit. Exclamation mark? Huh? Ooh, I won. Ooh. It's a Jing Yao Chu. And your downfall was written the moment you forced me to discard Chong. Ah, darn, I lost that, huh? Well played. You see that, my lady? Ooh. Oh dear. I apologize for that vulgar display, my lady. I will bring some tea. Wei, victorious, stumbles out of the room with his shoulders slumped. Oh dear. Don't teach the kids how to gamble. Actually, no. Teach the kids how to gamble early on, you know? Because it helps them build character, honestly. Like, in my honest opinion, it's really important to teach your... I should not be a parent, first of all, but in my honest opinion, you should teach your kids how to play, like, at least basic games. Teach them how to play poker, teach them how to play, like, mahjong, teach them how to play fucking chess, okay? It's important for their cognitive functions to start kicking up. Otherwise, they're just gonna, like, when they grow up, they're not gonna have that sense of, like, that, what's it called again? What's that called? Problem-solving skills, and, like, just a sense of, what you call it again? And honestly, mostly problem-solving, because it helps, things like that you build really quickly if you play a lot of games. Not really video games, but, like, I mean, I guess video games in a way, but I think, like, for video games I will curate what video games my child will actually play. But definitely a lot of, like, card games. I know I used to play poker a lot when I was young. Let's see. By playing various games earlier, I didn't just learn how to hide my expressions and how to type my gesture tells too. Okay. Alright. But yeah, teach your kids how to whatchamacallit again, not gamble, but more like some games at least. Alright. Some sort of games. It helps build their cognitive functions. Alright, anyways, let's see. 84, so we'll do hold on, this is minus 10 now. So if I do this, it will be 74. We'll do this and then do this to like build up. So because it will be on 7, so we'll do this to like build it up again. And then right now we need to get all of them up. Let's see, that's blue. So lowest is technically still green. So I'll see if we can build green and red at the same time. Green and red will be this one. All right. Okay. Begin class. Farming, oh dear. I should never have children. Okay. Alright. Day 17, so 2 days, next day will be like a thing, so let's do, let's see, 400 everything, let's get our, like, let's try to get like everything up, so we'll do like 3 doubles, so this, and this, okay, and yep, in class. Okay. There you go, that's mastered now. Okay. Want to prepare for a passive, what? What's that? Do you mean how to prepare for war passive? I didn't even realize you got the passive there. Can you swoop? Oh, that's a lot. Oh dear, that's a lot of passives. Oh god, Xichun's turning into a boss. Anyways, midterm. Okay. I heard from Big Bro that you sent your coins to Big Brother Chu. Every hand, once in circulation, goes round and round until it eventually returns to their original owners. I also heard that some of the Wang family helped with removing the foreign powers from here. Why? I only wanted to prevent this place from getting robbed blind. I live here, you know? She's achieving her potential, yeah. This is where my wealth lies. Well then, can I ask for your public support? Oh, I applaud your audacity in thinking someone who just gave you the moon should be asked for the stars as well. Everyone and their mother knows in whose hands the true political power of Hongyuan lies right now. With that in mind, let's say that I do enhance my public support for you. I'm not going to have a voice to speak with by the time the powers that be are done with me. Look, if Big Sis Yeonchun genuinely believes that I'm not fit to be the family hierarch, then I'll happily remove myself from power. But she's affiliated with Q Corp. You seriously believe that she has Hongyuan's best interest at heart with all those conspiracies she's been weaving under the surface? All those business deals and clearly skewed policies? I do not. If you're going to present yourself as the alternative, then you have to be someone concrete enough to rely on. I need to say that about half of the board of directors' votes may as well be considered abstaining votes. They're keeping their silence because they're afraid of Jia Yeonchun's retaliation. So your remaining task is to convert those silent voices in your favor. Oh, not shaken by that at all, huh? I thought you'd get that lost and wondering look in your eyes. I guess I'll have to work on my poker face. No, most people have failed to pick that up. You've certainly changed since the evaluation. Your growth shows a lot of promise. Maybe that's why he handed his coins over to you. Well, I guess that's not the only thing he handed over to you, I suppose. Oh yes, tomorrow. Anyways, I shall probably do as I'm told for now. My cousin will be your opponent today. Aw, we're not gonna fight him? I won't accept you as my heart just yet. Fight me and prove that you're at least better than I am. Only then I'll accept you. Okay. Alright. Don't disappoint me. Alright. I'm still kinda itchy for some reason, every now and then. What, do you have something to say to my face? Yeah, don't give my little brother your crap. Your little brother? You know who I'm talking about. Do you have any idea of the mess you left behind when you want that kid away? That busted kid was her little brother? You can barely even hold onto your seat, which you're about to lose soon anyway. And you have the gall to give him false hope? I know it's all just politics to you, but kids really believe you, you know? I heard from the kid that you seemed relieved upon hearing what I said. Told me you were happy for once to hear that he had a fun time after being barred from playing with his friends with how things are in Hongyuan. Shut up! Besides, it's not all just hot air. What? I was making an empty promise when I said I will change Hongyuan to be a place where everyone can live without fear. And for that, I'm going to protect my seat power, no matter what it takes. You'll fail. Not with you on my side. We all know that what Big Sister Yuanjit's Hongyuan looks like. It'll be exactly the same in essence. And it will be the same for the foreseeable future. Using smear fair bloodthirstness ID. Brilliant rupture of burn poise. Oh dear. Oh god, the everything ID, hell yeah. Tell me, are you sure you're okay with handing over that same burden we've carried all our lives to your little siblings? No, of course not. Punching suddenly left in a hurry, but that look in her eyes told me that there was conflict brewing in her. Okay. Alright. Heathcliff, let's go. I wonder what this is gonna be. Quandra keyword is real. Oh dear. But yeah, okay. Let's see. That's more. Okay, I guess I'll just like do. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. I can. Quick maths. Actually, hold on. Actually, let me see. Who's like the? Because this is like max on blue. Max. This is max on green. What's max red? Max red is. Whatchamacallit, Yisang. Okay, so I'll probably like do this and this. There we go. And yeah. And because to get this onto like a master, and then you can like spam this when we don't have any other things to do. Alright. What is this supposed to be actually? 2 to 11? I wonder what that's it. Alright, let's do this. Hold on. Also yeah, our stats are like balanced out, pretty balanced now, so like we can just do whatever. Heathcliff, what are you doing with the Pico hammer? Right, lights, listen up. This ain't going to be like the boring of classes you've been sitting through. Beam! Oh dear. Heathcliff? Oh god. You got... Oh god, I need to fix my sitting position. Oh my god, we're back. You've got to leave the desk behind once in a while to learn some real life lessons, yeah? Right, so here's the deal. You want to break their morale before the brawl even begins. The Pico hammer is OP. Oh dear. Favorite weapon, yes. Brawl? Learn this by heart and you'll be kicking those twats arses left and right. And center. That's not necessarily what I'm looking for. So, Heathcliff, I've got to ask this question. Something about your club seems different today. Yeah! It was a lot more colorful too. Bollocks, that catches on quick. That way bloke said something about how swinging around a real club might come off as too trending, and confiscated it. That high-tech weapon cries boop when it hits people. I honestly, I always wanted like a huge Pico hammer, like something that the size of me or something. Like I want, you know, like the trope of like a small girl big weapon. I want like a weapon that size. I wonder if I can like find one. I remember I used to have one that like, but it's not like a Pico hammer. It was like a blow up hammer. Like it's like a balloon, but it's like only around like 1 meter long. I want something that's like that can like, what you call again, maybe like 1.5 meters. Actually, no, not 1.5 meters. That's like how tall I am. Maybe like, actually no, that means it's not 1 meter. It's more like half a meter. Yeah, I had a half a meter hammer before. I want like a what you call again, like a 1 meter Pico hammer. I always want that. But yeah, anyways, I see. Oh, don't you underestimate me just cause I'm holding a different bludgeon. Let's get on with it. Straighten your shoulders, eyes wide open. Let's get cracking. With that, he triumphantly raises his newfound weapon towards the sky, hitting a small boot noise. 2 meters tall Pico hammer for Hunt to wield. I need that. I need that. I wanna fulfill my oversized weapon fantasy. Okay. I wanna be a Monster Hunter character. Oh dear. I learned the art of mad dogging. Then decisive action. They're doing that on purpose. They're picking these words in purpose, I swear. Oh my god. Oh dear. Oh my god, that's a lot of morale loss. Okay. Oh my god, the world is bad now. My god. Xichun mad dogging it. My god. Okay, anyways, okay, everyone's mood is bad now, great. Oh dear. Okay, let's get like give you 80 and then I'll just like this is upgraded. I guess I'll just like I'll just pick something that can upgrade something. Like I think I can upgrade like one of the doubles like this. Okay, and yeah, looking class. Oh dear. That's over. Oh dear. Okay, there you go, that's mastered now. And then okay, there you go. Oh, that's a lot. Offense level. Response passive, I don't even care about that. That's a lot of stuff. Oh dear. Rambling tales from the drunk. What? You? I did like the hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12? Teacher? Why are you here? 8, 8, and 8, huh? Okay. I guess we'll like do like I'll just put this in to like level it up. I guess why not? Drunk hobo jump scare, yeah. Holy shit, what? Why is he here? Okay, minus 10, minus 8. I can do another minus. Let's do this minus. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll find out what this is all about. Nice itchy. This class. After an uncharacteristic pause, Zilo continued. Will be taught by a guest lecturer who has been invited for your tutelage. A guest lecturer? But I wasn't informed of this. Where are they? I don't know, maybe they're lost? A little bird told me that the venerable hierarch will give me a bottle of top-notch cloudy wine straight from the Gongan's brewer. Woo-wee! There any trick to that, folks? Exclamation mark. That guy. Hey, just stopping by to see if I can leech some liquor at this party. It's an awfully miserly place, but you'd spare a shot of liquor for this poor old drifter, won't you? ... Well, you're certainly not. You're clearly not just any poor old drifter. Are you guys acquainted? The ambush has not ruined after the first round of the family hierarchy was over. Yeah, what? The family hierarchy war been over for a while, and everyone in Hongyan knows who the winner is. How dare you, a mongrel like you who only knows how to mooch off other families set foot in here. Looks like I'm going to have to give my clan a stern talking to. How could they let slip a drunk assassin like? Ah, I see that our youthful hierarchy is plenty suspicious. I have been a guest in many places, but please, I am no moocher. But put your worries to rest. I'm only a drunkard who enjoys a cool swig of liquor with scenic landscapes as my bar, the sky as my ceiling, and the dirt as my bed. The man who had introduced himself as the night drifter of the drunken palm leaped down, landing with dexterity that betrayed the rags he wore as clothing, and the terrible stench of liquor emanating from him. Is he seriously? Bad news, Miss Xichun. Apparently, Jia Yuanchun's bestowed upon you a new master. Huh? Hey, Sister Yuanchun? She also wanted us to deliver the message that she was sending a master because, and I quote, I feel a deep sense of trepidation and pity for my dearest little sister, the neophyte hierarch, who must be struggling left and right without a proper master. Wow, am I beside myself? I am beside myself with gratitude. So what's this? So that's the supposed teacher? This mysterious guy with a mysterious allegiance who might stab us in the back at any time? As you said, the family hierarchy war is over, and even mongrels of Hongyuan know who has the legitimacy here. The incident during the contest was nothing more than business, a job to take care of, in return for what compensation they gave me. I hope you don't carry that grudge in your heart. I'm sure you didn't harm your old rivals in the family hierarchy or out of personal vendetta, did you? Sometimes business is just business. I killed your young master Baoyu, for they promised to pay off my bar tab, and I'm here to give the hierarchy a lesson, for they promised to pay off my future tabs. Oh dear. There's nothing to be gained by taking your anger out on a gig worker living hand to mouth like myself, don't you think? I'll advise that the optics and the consequences of rejecting the master sent to us by Jia Yuanchun herself is not going to look too good. I know, it's only gonna make me look worse, and I'd rather not give Big Sister Yuanchun more ammunition to take me down. And you there? We'll have eyes tracking your every move, so don't do anything that might arouse unnecessary suspicion. Wee, ain't that a threat? I can hardly taste the wine before such hostility. Despite Sot's dead serious warning, the Night Drifter's response was only a hearty chortle. Before I begin the lesson, I'd like to get an idea of where my to-be pupils are. Now, give me a demonstration if you will. Swing away! Aha, that's enough. But I didn't. I was just getting started. Your form is flawed, and your breathing is hollow. Need I see more? Flawed forms often invite flawed hearts. In other words, your martial arts prowess is amateurish. What the heck? Is this guy serious? I've never had a single master who had anything bad to say about my form. Your arms are straight, and the legs supporting your stance are solid and sturdy. Indeed, most masters will not bother themselves to find fault in there. But let me pose this question. Are you, my venerable pupil, satisfied with martial arts that are made to dispatch unskilled peasants and no more? Huh? There's more to this than raw strength. Now, take a swing at me instead. Alright, you asked for it. Xichun takes a powerful swing at the Night Drifter. Your mind outpaces your body. Your intent more transparent than a glass globe. And your edge is dull, for it has very little heart for fades. He deftly weaves his way between her strikes, which fail to even touch the tip of his ragged cloth. Ah! You are far too eager to strike, focusing singularly on your opponent, which would force distributed unevenly across your body. So you will fail to cut, and gain a little hole as a comeuppance. And the Night Drifter pokes Xichun's back with the twig. Everyone vying for the seat of the family hierarch has to go through it eventually. Your first kill. Some say the earlier the better. Mine was when I was 13. Not too early, not too late, just right. It's already been a few years since my foolish brother locked himself in his chamber. As I heard, he was bedridden for a week after ingesting some poison someone had sent to prank him. I'm not going to live like that, dumbass. Try to relax your body, won't you? You have a weapon, yes, but one must not singularly focus on the opponent. Do try to reflect upon yourself and relax. Let the unnecessary strength go. Let it flow out of your body. Tensing up as you do will naturally shrink your mind and narrow your vision. Hey wait, should I send Big Bro a silver spoon or something? It wasn't that bad this time, but what if they give him a way worse poison next time? Young Master Bao, you won't accept your gift, my lady. I thought he's even seeking the culprit now. So stupid. Zero interest in anything practical. Zero ambition. What a silly, pathetic attitude to have. Just how... But my lady... It wasn't practicality that guided you when you chose to save my life over maintaining your control over the Wu branch. Come seek the state of Anatta, the non-self, but what they seek is the path of Azura, reserved for the likes of Blade Fiends. You must learn to let go of everything, except for the self. What kind of life is it to live without stepping over others? Let it all go. The gazes, the pressures, all of it. Instead, face yourself, and only yourself. And feel how light it all becomes. After some thought, Xichun's form visibly relaxes. It wasn't just her form that relaxed. Her pursed lips seemed to have found peace as well. Yeah, she's got it. Well, then what shall we do about you, my overconfident proud pupil? Will you maintain your grave and cocky silence? I wasn't being cocky. If my memories haven't failed me yet, you were one of young Master Jabayu's underlings, correct? Underling? Yeah, however you want to call it. I guess. Sinclair replied with a resigned sigh. So why do you think it was that you, specifically you, among his 12 underlings, were chosen to take this class alongside the young hierarch? Sinclair momentarily flashed a flustered expression, taken off guard by the stranger's sudden pointed question, but he soon regained his composure and replied, well, who else besides me who would ever go along with these lesson plans? Don't you is going to ditch the classes out of boredom. Same goes for Rhodia, and others will try to take over the classes. Not to mention that what it'll be like to have Heathcliff here, and yeah, such loquacious list of excuses. Struck a nerve, did I? How come you know so little about yourself, even less than what I have already learned about you? What are you talking about? A bird that has failed to break its shell in time will rot within its confines. I still don't understand what you're talking about. Even as he said so, Sinclair's expression seemed more like anxiety than confusion to me. Prepare yourself to flit away before the rain. You won't get another chance should you miss the opportunity. ... Then the night drifter giggled flippantly. The suddenly serious attitude nowhere to be seen. Been a while since I let myself babble on for this song. I suppose I can credit my foolish pupils for that. Prepare to swing away. Okay, I emptied all distracting thoughts and let the flow of battle swing my weapon. I think I managed to cut through something invisible. Right. Okay. Yep. Neat. Okay. Xichun learned about torture technique passive. Oh dear. I think I get all those passive as I make everyone to master. So I probably should start continuing that. So let's do this, and then let's make everyone who's still master. Still expert into master. So yeah. All right. Let's do this. Add associate fixers. Okay. Alright. Mad dogging, god damn it. God damn it. Are they mad dogging? Engine balls passive improve. Okay. Alright. Expert. That's there's almost 30 and we're missing 10, so I'm gonna add the plus here in the end. Okay. Okay, this master now. Alright. And we got another whatchamacallit again. Oh, whatchamacallit again, that guy, the crazy guy. I remember this guy. Okay, midterm. And after that we get one last week. Damn, am I glad I get my head screwed back on. It's a precious sight to watch everyone all freaking out about this child's play. All the missed news I've been hearing since I opened my eyes in the recovery room sound very enticing. I really wish I was there to watch it. Half the family heads getting arrested for treason, the seat of the family hierarchy going to some inexperienced kid from the Jia family. Not to mention how my lovely little sister had her engagement called off, and how she's now been branded as a traitor with her own blood. All the entertainment in the world seems to have happened during my little nap, don't you think? You didn't even show your face at the regular assembly, so I doubt you have any concern for the future of Hong Yuan. So just what are you doing here? I just thought I have some fun. Alright, I like it. He gets to the point. Alright. Is he gonna have his summons with him? I hope not. It's gonna be annoying. Especially since I can't control what Xichun does. Come on. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. Come on. Alright. Why stop now? Decapitate me like last death, or stab me in the heart. Cut my lips into ribbons. Listen, this duel's just a spot, okay? You don't have to kill each other for this to end. Now isn't this frustrating? You have the opportunity to offer lifetime therapy for your eyes, and you're too weak to use it. You have everyone who fights you on every step of your way coming to you, practically presenting their heads on a silver platter, and you're just gonna let them slink away with these scratches? Get your act together. Family hierarchy was over, and I'm not going to kill someone just because they're being a bit uncooperative. Get real. Do you have any idea how long it'll take for you to gain even a morsel of power by playing this fool's game? Hey, wanna hear a little tip on how you can firmly establish your position as the family hierarch? Kill me in the most horrible, painful, hideous way you can imagine. And hang my corpse by the entrance of that assembly hall over there. Use me to send a queer message. And station every single one of your Heishu packs between every pillar at the assembly hall. And if anyone dares to speak out against you, chop off their head before they can get another word out. 5 days. It'll only take 5 days before everyone starts eating out of your hand. And that's how you establish yourself as the hierarch. Fear is power. No, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm here to make Hong Yuan a place where its people can live without fear. I thought you of all people might understand. I remember how you used to hate hurting people, more so than anyone else. Man, what a boring answer. That was duller than even my duelist expectations. It'll only take a few years until you become just like them. Just like the family hierarchs of the past who couldn't help but ruthlessly weed out any seeds of resistance. So how many people here do you think still have any grip on their sanity? Maybe I'm only a few years away from becoming an idiot shuffling aimlessly around Dagonyon. I can only hope that I won't be a slobbering mess by the time it happens. If something entertaining is gonna happen, I can only hope that it happens while I'm still sane. Xichun sauntered away, but Xichun found it difficult to move on. Excellent work, my lady! You have passed the 4th exam with flying colors. You've certainly crushed them for underestimating you. I am... My lady? Oh my god, new sprite, hell yeah. Xichun seemed deeply engrossed in thought. Okay. Let's go, new Xichun sprite. Sleep? What do you mean sleep is— oh, I did not realize your morale is 0. You're still up? Why is your morale zero? Oh dear. Okay, okay. I guess that happens. I guess I'll just put this in then. I guess, funky. Alright, begin class. Reality seems to be in a particular mood today. It's a little useless, isn't it? Xichun? When these classes end and you guys all leave, I guess I'll be spending my days worried to death that an assassin could pop out of nowhere and kill me at any moment. Consumed by so much paranoia and worried that I'll start twitching at shadows cast from lamplights. So would it mean anything for me to, prove to them that I deserve to be family hierarch? I've spent my whole life trying to prove to everyone that I have the will and determination to become the family hierarch, and now I have to prove to everyone that I deserve to keep it? To those bastards who only thought in their empty heads that is now they can expand their rooms? Mr. Wei, have you ever heard of playing hooky before? What's hooky? Playing hooky? Is it a euphemism for eliminating your enemies? Well, I've really done it back when I was in school, but when there's too much going on in your head, you just skip school and go out to play. Oh, I've only done it once myself after a friend talked me into it. I agree. It seems that the time for my lady to clear her head has come. Very well, let's play. Just one hooky. What are you guys doing? Come on, let's get moving. I gotta prove myself, don't I? I gotta have those bastards' approval, don't I? He's in a really bad mood today, huh? Milady, have you visited the backyard of the Lushui Hermitage as of late? No, but I know what happened there. They threw in a few dead bodies from the massacre a decade ago, turned the pond foul, and decided to bury the whole thing. Indeed, they did. The stench was so overwhelming and toxic that corpses of animals and plants could be seen floating on its surface, eventually turning the pond into a festering black bog. People passing by had to pluck their noses or risk passing out. So why even bring up something awful like that? It seems that the tree had taken a root there, my lady. Amidst all that rot. A willow. The willow tree reached deep into the pond with its roots, clearing it of the foul grease, cleansing the water. And one day, we found it clear and glittering, thriving with other aquatic plants growing within. It's recovered from the rot, becoming a normal clear pond, surrounded by leaves and moss. Some months ago, they introduced a few carps in there, and when they checked again, they were just as vivacious as they were on their first day there. Would you like to pay the pond a visit, if it's alright with you? Xichun didn't seem to quite buy his explanation, but she followed him anyway. Exclamation mark? You weren't kidding. I avoided this place for so long. Is that a shark? Why is it a shark? I've never thought it could be this clean again. I can hardly believe that this pond used to be a rotten bog. All that happened was that this tree happened to take root here. What matters, my lady, is patience and determination. Of course, this place had slipped my mind then, as I was quite swamped with work, but the world has a stronger capacity to heal itself than one might imagine. Recovery will follow, as long as there is steady root to rally around. After a long break that seemed to freshen even our hearts. Nice, you're making good progress. Your form, the light in your eyes. This is a regular pond shark, oh dear. Like a shark with koi? Oh dear. I think you've certainly improved in all aspects. I dare say you've had some change in heart too. ... Yeah, I do feel a tad more comfortable than I did before. Okay, mortal back to 100. Alright. I just realized even here Ryoshu is still smoking. Or is that is that smoke or like a kazoo or a flute or like some kind of like air something? So it looks like a cigarette. Oh dear. FC flawless class. Oh dear. Okay. Let's unmaster now. There you go. We got, yeah. I guess we get the passives when we master the class. Neat. Okay. Oh, that's a mandatory class. Alright. That's interesting. I guess we'll do this. And then this. Okay. Let's go. Begin class. Alright class, here's a new task to help you learn how to break your enemy's morale. The moment you shrink in front of your enemies, you've already lost, so don't. It doesn't matter how many there are, or how threatening they look, yeah? Take me for example. Have I ever turned tail and fled like some milksop, no matter what enemy we were put against? I don't think you ever have. Leave it to the nerds to waste time to come up with strategies and what have you. Listen, there ain't a problem in the world you can solve by boldly rushing in headfirst. Ishmael and Otis will have boldly rushed in headfirst to shake him by his levels if they'd been here. Here's what I think. Neither of you've got enough pluck. That's why neither of you could say shite against those buggers back at the assembly hall, am I right? Xichun maintained her silence, the old scar on her pride growing sore again. So let me help you out, grow some backbone. Try getting mad at me. No need to shrink, lad. Stand proud. Well, okay, but how could I... Don't worry about offending me. Yeah, I can take it. Unlike you two, I've built up enough thick skin for all kinds of insults thanks to my years in the backstreets. He's a backstreet boy. I'm bloody invincible. Yeah, well, shut up, Heathcliff. Good lad. You're hardly even a teacher, man. This all sucks. All you're doing up there, standing around and trying to look cool. Ooh, that one's gonna sting a little. That's it, you little shite. Is that what I would have said back in the day? And I probably would have struck you with this hammer. I mean, my club. But I've changed too. And so did you. I can see that the fire in your eyes has grown. Remember this feeling, yeah? Well, now let's practice. And looks like both of you have the perfect sparring partner in each other. Grab your weapons. The both of you. You mean us? Me and Xichun? I grew my backbone by getting into fisticuffs with the boys during Backstreet's days. You break my arm, I break their legs in return. See what I mean? Is that what besties is supposed to mean? Xichun asked with considerable confusion. Well, let's do this, I guess. You don't want me to go easy on you, do you? I don't. Fight. Oh, do you get to fight Sinclair? Yes, let's go! Let's go! I love smacking white boys. White German boys. Oh no. Stick combo. Oh my god, what happened to base Sinclair? Since when did base Sinclair get a 5 unbreakable coin skill? My god, Sinclair, what happened to you? You got a fucking glow up. If this is Stagger, recover from Stagger again gains sign per encounter. A sign. The one who seeks to be born must first destroy a world. My god, Sinclair! Who gave the white boy a gun? What the fuck, Sinclair? I wish base Sinclair gets 5 unbreakable coins. He better has one after this. Oopsies. This is my thingy. Up to 5 base Sinclair, yeah. Oh dear. My god. I want to see the unbreakable coins, come on. It'll be funny as hell. Okay, here's the funny. Oh dear, a sign. Okay. Let's just YOLO it. wanna see what he does with that thing. Oh, come on! I wanna see what the thing is gonna do. Oh, I wanted to see that. Alright, that's good enough. Bloody hell, lad, that was much closer than I thought. Good match. It wasn't. He's not most people usually lose steam the longer the fight gets. What the heck was that at the end? My Xichun instantly killed Sinclair before he could do his move too. Ah, god damn it. I want to see the white boy special. The two of them clashed with everything they learned, and with all they learned up until the lessons began. I thought for sure that Xichun would come out on top without breaking a sweat, given that Sinclair wasn't using an identity, and the tough training Xichun had as a fairly hard candidate. But perhaps thanks to the Night Drifter's teachings, or thanks to that mark of on his forehead, I saw a glimpse of Sinclair I'd only seen in a select few mirror worlds. You alright, Sinclair? Yeah. It's not like we're going at it with real weapons, and the fight ended before it got any further, thankfully. So I'm not hurt or anything. It didn't have a special animation anyways. He just swings the stick like 5 times. Ah, damn. I thought that we might get like the white boy special. I've been feeling a bit of a fever on my forehead though. It didn't seem like Sinclair noticed a single, yet clear red line that appeared on his forehead. It's not like anything bad happened that manifested back in La Mancha Land, but considering that Damien and Rem were the only other people who had ever shown similar marks, I couldn't help but worry a little. Hey, you ever run away from home before? Where's this coming from? Going by the way you're acting, it's clear to me that you're a homebody, but there's something behind your eyes that tells me that your life hasn't all been sunshine and rainbows. I wouldn't call it running away from home. It's more like I left home because I didn't have a choice. How did that feel? Like I was melting away into nothing. I suddenly had to face the whole terrible world all on my own, and that was so overwhelming that, well, I'm sure you can't quite commiserate. You've been on top of your game your whole life, after all. I did leave the Gunyon by my own volition, but if I'm being honest, and here's something I never told Wei, I felt unutterably lost. There was so much that I had to do, so much responsibility. I guess neither of us were that ready for the world when we left home. Imagine me using the same animation with Tom Salt's skill tree too for the funny. Oh dear. Wait, what's Tom Salt's skill tree too? I don't even know what that is. I forgot what that was. The fucking big glaive, the fire glaive sword thingy. I feel this as lost back home. And there's Heathcliff too. He also left home some time ago. We paid a visit to the manor he grew up in. Heading home must have been pretty exciting for him. You have no idea how much of the journey back he spent gussying up and ripping his hair. Something just came up. Class dismissed. Well, there he goes. Oh dear. Alright. Okay. Got more stuff, and let's see. 100. So we'll do. We got 27 days. Okay, I'll just do like all the funnies. I like how this is all 888. I'm gonna like grab that. This thing can't really improve anymore, so that's fine. I like the 888. Let's see. Technically, I think this will have like the most net gain, because like there will be like 8 times 3, that will be 24. While over here it's like 3, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, this technically has the most net gain out of like all of it. So let's have that, and blue is lowest. Let's take this, and we'll take. Oh wait, hold on. Take this because like this is still expert. I didn't realize that, and let's just take that. Flurry of sticks is key. Savage Tiger Slayer's perfected Blear of Blades. Flurry of sticks. Oh dear. Yes. Flurry of sticks. Let's go. Okay. Okay, there you go. Honglu's master now. Neat. Don is also master. Okay, cool. Everyone's master. Okay. Now I guess I can like, oh, that's okay. That's yeah, alright. That's fine. I'll just take the big blues like this and this, and yeah. Let's see. That's minus 30, but like after that we can just like do a plus 50 now. That's a lot of plus. Alright, begin class. Okay. Alright, what's this gonna be? So they're going to teach us any techniques. It's only been a few days since your training began, yet my other martial arts masters will teach me their secret techniques. So that's what got you to outing a lesson. Woo-wee! Now, that's a good wine. Very well, I'm in the mood. Let me teach you a useful trick. Might not be able to reach 800 plus at this rate. We'll be fine. Really? Tell me, what did I teach you to do as you swung your sticks? Forget all those things that put your pressure on me, and face nothing but myself and my movements. And that's only the start of it. First, emptiness of sound. A slight friction from the tips of your toes, the ruffle of your clothes, your breaths, erase them all. Erase every ripple and echo you leave on this world. The Night Drifter stands before us, but its presence becomes as hazy as mist. Despite the wild movements, we hear nothing. Second, emptiness of form. To have a form is to provide your foes with clues to predict your next move. Forget the weapons in your hands, forget your structural forms, break them all. Become the flow, let only your will remain. Randomness seeps into his movements, until all semblance of pattern becomes lost. There was something clownish about his unpredictable movements, but they were also so hypnotic and floaty that Xichun and Sinclair couldn't look away. Last, emptiness of mind. Try not to force the direction of your heart. Empty your desires and intentions both. Step without thinking, penetrate without gazing. Into the 8 inches. Not even at 700 yet. Me, fun. Oh dear. Both Xichun and Sinclair's next were oh, what do you mean cool ending? Both Xichun and Sinclair's necks were marked by small imprints with tweet that pressed their skin. And Zilu, who had been standing next to me all along, had leaped a small distance away, seemingly deep in thought. And my neck hurts too. Guess I wasn't spared from the lesson. I wonder if this fits that saying Yisang utters from time to time, to lose one's nose with eyes open. It's so switchover. Immerse yourselves. Make sure your descent is slow and gradual. We've been focusing entirely on the self with your swings thus far, so you should find it quite easy to reach the state of emptiness of mind. Didn't I just say that one must take it slowly and gradually to empty your mind already? I'd have taught you my everything had you entered under my tutelage long ago. Am I doing this right? No, I need to relax more. So, our near higher has found the self, the clue to the emptiness of form. What technique is this? It's all just movements at the end of the day. I find it entirely unnecessary to give them those flashy names. A truly secret technique should come without one. Well, it's supposed to be our ultimate move, right? Won't it be more official to give it a name? Well, in that case, woo-wee! That's some really good wine indeed. I guess I'll go with something like Plastered Sleep Unrestrained Ripples, question mark? Name sucks. The class comes to an end with an ultimate move that was probably named in haste. Zilu, who'd been observing the class from a distance, approaches the Night Drifter. Been a while since I last saw someone give a lesson I'd like this, starting from its very fundamentals. Hardly can one find a pupil willing to slowly learn from the very fundamentals in a world of infinite technological advancements like the Veil. I am only fortunate enough to have found 2 pupils who are indeed willing. Your gait, your tone. Were you among the 10 blades of the East? Now, it seems entirely unnecessary for you to dig, as I don't quite recall putting anything on your tab. Put your futile questions to rest, for I have no answers to give. The past is like smoke. I've long emptied any history worth delving into. Okay. Oh, red is at 800. Okay. Alright. Let's try to get this to 800. Day 29. Let's see. Blue and green. Blue, green, and then like oh, their morale is low. Let's see. I guess I can do this first, and then like that's like 5 on green, 8 on everything, 5 on green. We can have this. Get the whatchamacallit again? The blue up. Because blue is actually like a lot lower as well. Only 712. Okay, begin class. Second to last day. Okay. Alright. Almost there for like green. I don't think blue is gonna make it. Nope, blue is not gonna make it. It's fine. The best combo for stat gain is Honglu Ryoshu Drunk Hobo. Alright. Well, I'm supposed to teach this class, but you're totally teaching? Hell yeah. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what to do here. It's not like I can suddenly teach you guys to hear the phantoms of other people's hearts. Yeah, it's not like we can suddenly have a heart-to-heart out of nowhere, right? And that is precisely why I have installed this box called Messages from the Hearts by the door here when the lessons first began. Messages from the Hearts? The greatest strength of Messages from the Hearts is its anonymity. Here, people can anonymously share the concerns that have been eating away at them without fear of judgment. Yeah, this seems like a great idea. I can see how everyone can be more honest about their feelings behind the mask of anonymity. The box is quite heavy. It seems that everyone's been making quite the liberal use of this. Let's see. One of the bottom has to be the first message. Let's see what it says. Oi, I've got to ask, do those consultations even do anything? Does this mask of anonymity even do anything? Also, what's the point of these messages anyways? If you've got to winch at their face. Well, I ain't got much else to say, so I've got one. My neighbor next door keeps making this weird noise at night, so do something about that, yeah? Something about the smoking head, over and over again. The point is, it's been getting on my nerves. If that doesn't get taken care of in a week, I'll deal with it in my own way. Deal with it how? Is it all just personal grievances? Let's see what the next one says. Who dares narrow the executive manager with such useless weak-minded complaints? If you're going to continue wasting the executive manager's precious time and cause them trouble, I will personally hold you responsible for that blunder. You best prepare yourself for consequences. Well, it's like she's right here, speaking right into my ear. Never thought written words would cause hearing damage. Moving on. I don't know if it's just me, but someone's probably been spying on these papers, huh? I've got proof, too. I folded this piece of paper up into a padlock knot shape, but whoever spied on it did a pretty bad job of replacing it. Oh, and another thing, my compass disappeared. It's the compass I got for surviving the hellish depths of the Bel Morte trenches. We're going to have to re-establish some house rules soon. The dev report. Did one of you steal her compass or something? Nah, no way. We'd never steal from each other, no matter how hard things get. Something troubles me. Ooh, someone finally submitted a real concern here. The compass was sold by the sea. Oh dear. Was it the Type A wire that caused the explosion, or was it caused by replacing the clamp part from the shattering gear? The likely answer has been found. Do not concern yourselves with this message. Well, that's that, I guess. Look, I feel like I should really share this with everyone. This might be something serious for once. I can't just let this slip away like nothing happened. You know? Yeah, I'm talking about the incident that happened aboard maybe some time ago. I remember how someone smashed an alarm clock against Dante's head while they were sleeping? No one ended up figuring out what happened there, right? You're going to have to bring me up to speed on this. I wonder what this is. Yeah, I don't know exactly when this was, but there was a lot of shattering noise outside at night, so we all ran out to see what happened. But no one managed to find any credible clue, so I guess we just let it slide. Anywho, then they said they were a-okay, so we just moved on from a bit, but I'm telling you, I saw what I saw. I saw Greg's bug arm. So here's my guess. What if he happened to lose his balance while carrying the alarm clock with one hand? You know what? I mean, I'm trusting the anonymity thing on this. Exclamation mark. Gregor, he won't. The alarm clock, broken due to shock at the time of the incident, was pointing precisely at 22:32. And at that hour, only 2 individuals were awake for the night watch duty. Exclamation mark. Guys, this is turning into like a whole investigation. The incident ominous, yes. Around 22:00, one of the 2 individuals who were on the night watch duty was... Yep, Miss Foss was one of them. Hey, Dante. Didn't you have a brief conversation with Foss that morning? Now that I think back on it, I did have a talk with Foss that day, briefly. Foss made a few criticisms on my command style, and she was right, but I pretended to not hear her because I didn't have anything to retort with. Don't tell me Foss actually held a grudge against me for that. So fellas, I don't think anyone's noticed this, but I noticed a dusting of cigarette ash near the shattered alarm clock. I love how they're discussing in the anonymous thingamajigs, like they're talking, like they're talking together. As you know, Manager Bud, there's only 2 among us who smoke, but one of them stayed put in his own room. You know what I mean? There's a witness too. Unless that witness is a cowardly liar, I'm sure she'll come forward and tell everyone exactly what happened that night. I shall prove unto thee that I am no cowardly weaver of lies. In truth, among numerous cosplays, how are they talking to each other? This was anonymous. In truth, among numerous cosplays I had wished to accomplish was the duo of Cam's corpse and the one-eyed navigator. To explain the lore of Cam's corpse, this tale began verily in year 757. What if they all sit in the room and wrote their notes together at the same time? Yeah, it sounds like they're doing that. It sounds like they're doing that. Oh dear, after wrongly, right? Alas, the possibility of procuring a scorpion arm proved more dubious than one could have expected. Thus did I convince young Gregor to join forces with me, to cosplay together and capture our glorious forms in photographs. Though, it was a pity he had no pipe, only a cigarette within his teeth. And young Ishmael's compass was to be the cannon's trinket, and for that purpose I had briefly borrowed it from her room. Oh, woe is me, for I, regrettably, spilled an entire can of tuna, another prop, and the compass was soiled by its greasy juices. Despite my best efforts to restore it, the tunny aroma lingered still. I beg thy forgiveness, Manager Esquire. Well, at least we know now who took Ishmael's compass. Frustrating. TC. GWNNMTL. DC, what's DC? GWNN got what? NNMTL. I don't know. Is this like a code? Sinclair, translation please? Yeah, trying to parse that from written text is usually way harder. I normally try to read the speaker's tone and the general context of her words, so unfortunately the plot thickens. Guys, are we actually going to try to find the culprit? Nausea bubbled inside me like I'd just been reminded of a persistent itch I'd managed to forget. It's like someone shoved a tuning fork in my head. Guys? Alright, that's it, Clockhead. Read up. I'm going to confront the sot and tell him to tell it like it's if there's not something bugging them instead of winging in sleep. Now where is he? Hey, nice heat. I mean, look at this anonymous person's trying to get to the bottom of this. Dante. Fare you well? It is I, the sinner first in the order. Apologies are in order. Ever since the incident, I could hardly will myself to restful sleep. In truth, it was none other than myself who pummeled your head with a clock. To explain this, one must first explore the sentence cuts off as this part of the paper has been torn off. Worry not about what exists no longer. I will not embark on a multiloquent scribing of excuses. I write before you in shame and express my willingness to accept any punishment you see fit to dole out. I seek nothing but your forgiveness. I can't believe the culprit was Caesar. I mean, that sinner. Good thing he fessed up, but doesn't something feel off about the whole thing. What if he's just trying to take the heat? It seems to me that the number one sender doesn't want to share the story any further. Maybe it's best we not dig into it unnecessarily. Oh, hello, Dante. I was taking a walk near here when I found a piece of paper somebody tore off, so I'm returning here. I hope it finds its way to the original writer. Thus returns the number one sinner's paper. This has to be the key to resolving this case. I hurriedly unfurled the paper. The truth of what transpired. Do you ever find yourself wondering if that crackling fire-like thing on top of the manager's head is hot like a real fire, or if it would not give off any heat? Curious, right? Don't worry about it, Yi-sang. It's not like we have any other way to tell other than touching it ourselves. Indeed, unproven phenomena cannot be unconfirmed without direct means of observation. Can you just ask? They're asleep. Must have been pretty tired. Indeed, the ticking noise has shrunk in volume. It seems that we have just shared a thought. What if we were to just check? Well, the man just asleep. Perhaps the sound of film sinking past my gullet makes far too much noise for this task. Yeah, well, I'm just finding out how loud my heartbeat can get. I love how we're also going on this entire tangent. Exclamation mark. Yi-sang, the alarm next to the manager. It's about to go off. You have a minute at most. I shall interface with the timepiece. Look at you rats playing a played-out prank. Exclamation mark. And that is indeed the full tale of what has transpired. Under the lens of hindsight's illumination, it would have almost appeared that I am making a secret accusation to a fellow of mine. It would be easier on my heart to simply assume the entire weight of culpability myself. And that's where it ends. The culprit was right under our noses the entire time. Sorry, Dante. I should have been upfront about it, but Artist was so adamant about utterly punishing the culprit that I couldn't bring myself to, can't deny that. Tell you the truth in time. To tell you another truth, I think I might have an idea as to why I've been made a student alongside Miss Xichun. There must have been something that the company was expecting away from me, but it's just not showing up, so they must be making me take these classes to compensate for it. Everyone else is boldly facing their own issues and slowly overcoming them, while I'm still here, feeling like I'm stagnating in place. They've been telling me that my time's yet to come, but I don't know. I just get the feeling that a ship might have sailed for me already. It was clear to me that Sinclair wasn't just talking about physical training or his combat prowess. It's about something that more than half of the sinners had faced and were facing at this point, about his past and the path that lies ahead. The guilt and the pressure of having failed to confront it was never going to be easy for him to let go. I don't think anyone's got the perfect idea of how the whole trajectory of their lives is going to be. That's why we're all on the bus, isn't it? You can just shout at me to get my act together like Heathcliff does. Oh, I will if I have to. Whatever that was, you guys managed to talk it out, huh? All I heard was that ticking noise. Sorry about that. What did they say it was? Hey, don't bother, I just needed a quick glance at that look on your face to feel that tick-tock with my heart. Thus, the curious case of the alarm clock came to an end. So, what do you guys think of Ryoshu? What do you think Ryoshu was trying to say? I also love the entire fucking detour. Two culprits. Guy with nightly nightmares and my translator. I see. Sinclair and I sat there for a moment, absorbing the awkward silence. Okay, got the passive. Oh, we got another one. Okay, that's nice. That means we can try to whatchamacallit again, get that done. Let's see. Drunk dude, and then Honglu. Where's Honglu? Honglu, you there? And then last one was I forgot. Let me check. Ryoshu. That's gonna be like, oh, there's a lot. Oh, there's a lot of red. So what combo is that? Stat gain. Ren and hold on, wait. Let me see. Talking with swords. Oh, there's some. Wait, I haven't seen it. Seen yet. Let me see. I guess it's okay. That's new defense today. Xichun stat gain Ren +7. All stats +1. Working with swords. Sinclair stat gain to +7. Huge success in class. Oh, okay. The huge success triggers +50% stats. Ah. I wonder if we should. You know what? Should I use YOLO it? This is last day, final day. What's Sinclair stats? Oh, Sinclair should get more stats. We need to get that show up quite a lot. It's like this is at least like 16, but we need quite a lot. We need like 50 to get it up. Maybe I'll just YOLO it. Yeah, I might just YOLO it. Okay, let's just try that. Working class. Okay. Plus 25. Oh, that's nice. Okay, still not enough yet for the blue stat. Okay, there you go. Everything on 800. Neat. Alright. Finally, the 30 days of lessons were completed, and the day of the final exam was upon us. Everyone came out to bid good luck to Xichun on her way to the final exam. Milady, I have nothing but absolute faith that you will be able to complete this final exam. Cool ending. That's a different ending. Oh dear. As excellently as you have all the others. It is most likely you will be facing off against a skilled foe from the Shui or Shi family. Of course, you will doubtlessly wipe the floor with them. I've taught you all that I know. I hereby give you permission to leave this boot camp. You got this, Xichun. Guys, you really didn't have to all come out here to see me off. So, I have undying faith that you will emerge victorious, my lady. However, Zhegong and I have also prepared about 21 alternative solutions in case things go awry, so please don't worry yourself too much. At the very end of the interval, alright. Guess we'll see. Do you have faith in me or not? Upon our return to the classroom, we are greeted by an unexpected guest. Oh dear. Must be very nice to be Xichun, to have so many teachers from all walks of life helping her out. It had been a while since we last saw Sir Baochai, which was during the regular assembly. What are you doing here, big sis Baochai? I couldn't stop myself from paying you all a visit out of pity. If only Xichun and Boyu both smiled like nothing happened. Our blossoming years would have been peaceful still. Big sis, please stop talking to me like that. I didn't know you could even say such a thing. Boyu, it has always been this way. If a fruit has fully ripened, we have to seize it and taste its juices before anyone else. We can't just let go. We can't stand emptiness. My brother couldn't. My parents couldn't. But you, who was born and raised on the very same soil we were, why do you walk so softly, so lightly? I don't. My footsteps are no longer light. Oh god. Every step, every sight, I hold my eyes as the days go by, fills me with abundance. I'm only trying to accept everything as it is, without asking for more or less. But how come one do nothing but watch, when we're surrounded by such fragrance? What more do you seek, big sis? I want to be closer, that my hands may reach you. Have you already forgotten who had sent you that guest lecturer? Exclamation mark. Xichun's falcon. Isn't headed to the exam site, isn't it? No, it's not. It's heading to Big Sis Yuanchun's exam site. Blasted scoundrels. I must hasten after the palanquin before I lose track of them. We sprinted outside even before Shui Baochai finished. A trap, huh? Fellas, shouldn't we also get going? Calm yourselves for a moment. Zhegong swiftly came between us, clearly having taken a gauge of the situation. It has been too long since the palanquin has departed. It's better to move based on concrete evidence, not urgency. Though a beast seems to have chosen the latter. I think I heard the faint sound of hooves coming from the direction of Zhegong. From the direction Zhegong was glancing in. So this is what you've chosen. Yes, the exams she's taken thus far were all meaningless lies. I would have shared this earlier, but I decided to follow my own heart, as you have decided to follow yours. Bauchai smiled sweetly. So now, what fragrance do you smell from me? ... I smell nothing. Shui Baochai left the room wordlessly upon hearing that reply. Okay, alright. Oh, I did not expect the victory screen and without anything. Funky. Alright. Me? Question mark? Okay. Why is it taking so long to load? Finals, alright. Let's see. Okay. Though, no, hold on. Oh, I can feel growth still as well. Yes. Actually, like, also wonder, like, can I, like, I think I might continue, like, cause I've been, like, talking for a while. My mouth is kind of, like, dry. And I do want to rest a bit today. I'll probably, like, wrap it up here for now, cause that was quite a long session. A lot of reading, oh my god. So yeah, I'll probably, like, wrap it up here. The whole minigame was considered a stage for some reason. Probably some funky PM programming. Yeah. Oh dear. But it happens. Also, let me grab this. Thank God you told me to, like, whatchamacallit again, make my modules. Okay. Yeah. I'll probably wrap it up here because I'm kinda tired. I wanna lay down for a bit. I'll be back on Saturday, because Saturday will be, like, rotating DMs, so that'll be fun. And also, like, I'm probably not gonna, like, turn my income into modules this time, because I do also want to do this. Like, I want to do this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna grind this off stream when I'm getting dinner, because I'm gonna get dinner after this. I'm just gonna, like, load Limbus up on my phone, and then while I cook, I'll just, like, have it run the event stages, which is this thing. Yeah. I know. I'll convert it soon. I just want to grind this while I do that. So yeah. All right. I'll probably wrap it up now. So thanks for coming, everyone. I'll see you on Saturday, and don't worry, I'll convert my module. But like, but before that, I will be like, wait, hold on. That last stage is like an Unwelcome stage, right? Let me check that. That is an Unwelcome stage, isn't it? Oh no, it's not a module stage. I'm dumb. Okay, I'll just convert this then. I don't know why I thought this was like a like an Unwelcome stage. Yeah, I'll probably do that then. Oh, and in that case, I'll probably also, like, confirm this, because that might level me up. Yes. Okay. Did it level me up? Oh, yes, that level me up. And let's convert all of this to modules, and we can, like, start whatchamacallit again. We can well, not stages. Where's the reward exchange? Because I want to start, like, emptying this. Okay, there you go. That's not empty yet. I'm gonna try to empty this tonight or something. Yeah. Oh, you never gonna grind MD. I'm kinda lazy though. I'm a bit lazy to grind MD. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe. Yeah. Or not. I don't know. I'll think about it. Cause, like, I'm kinda lazy. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I guess that's also this, which I do want to, like, finish. But yeah. I could grind MD again. That won't really take too long, I think. I mean, I say that when it usually takes like an hour for me to do. And an hour is a lot in my time. But yeah, I'm gonna go now, so have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.